What? 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 Rally the fans, Kevin. Fortnite. I did ask the question, and I was given a resounding tumbleweed. Crickets. Bonjour, Lorna. Ça va? Ça va bien? What? 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 Oh, hold on. I need to just... 1 second. Restream numbers. What? What? It is what? Why isn't that not showing? What? Uh-oh, where's it gone?
Where's what gone? Why do you need so many keyboards on your desk?
Yeah, that was going to be for Thingybot, but you guys got one, didn't you?
Yeah, but why would it have to? Why would it still be there?
Because you know what I'm right. Why? Oh, why can't I find the slices not going out? That's not right. One second, guys. Where's it gone?
What are you looking for?
This one. Why is it not showing?
Why is that here?
What's what? Oh, fucking hell, Phil. So annoying. Oh, that's why it's not there. Oh, that's annoying. Phil went back for his lighter. Came back for his lighter, and then...
Came out his lighter, left a cigarette on.
I got to deal with Phil leaving cigarettes on my table and being lynched in the club. Oh, just another day in FRF land.
Mr. Popular?
Oh, yes. For all the right reasons.
How's everyone tonight? Everyone must be... Is everyone frustrated? Is everyone having a good time?
Is everyone here for the lows? Alright, hold on, Mum's there. You ready, Chocks?
Been ready.
Been ready. Alright, let's start recording, yeah?
There it is. Where's my video? Oh, there it is.
So you're not ready?
Yeah. Message is working for you?
It is. Gonna start recording. Oh, Jesus, start recording.
Oh my God.
Crack that open. I feel like I've got to do everything myself nowadays.
One step at a time.
Boom! What is going on, guys? This is Alex from First to Figures.
Hey, the one is Chuckles.
Enjoy, Chocks.
Enjoy.
It is, of course, Friday the 29th of March, 2019. What is going on, What is going on, America? Good morning, the US. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. And you should be sleeping, Australia. What is going on, guys? How have you been? How's your week been? I'll tell you all about my week in a minute. First, I want to hear all about you.
All about you.
All about you. I killed a dead guy. Congrats on getting your first piece. Ornstein is quite the first one to get one of our deepest figures that we've ever made, and boom, that's how you're going to start off a collection. Jeffrey Lee, how's it going? I've been converted to the Red Bull masses, but of course sugar-free, and because of course it matches FRF Blue. You see these? That's the only reason. Let's be very clear about something. If it was the Thai version, you know, the Red Bull in the golden can, I ain't got time for that. Have you got time for that?
That Thai version or China version?
It's Thai version. Well, it's originally Thai version and it looks like that, yeah. Have you got time for that?
I ain't got time for
You
that.
ain't got time for that. I ain't got... It's not blue.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's up, Justina? What's going on?
Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Joyce.
3 p.m. over there.
The law. It's been... I thought you've been doing all right at work. What's up? Hey, Salam. Nice one. You got your 25th anniversary. I like it. We should be working on 30th pretty soon. Right, Chocks?
What? What's 30th?
Kevin reckons you might be secretly putting Red Bull in my... sugar in my Red Bull.
Yeah, while she gone to the toilets, yeah.
I'll move this over here.
Sprinkle.
Move it over there then. Jeff, what have you been up to recently? Hey, Kimberly. I'm glad to hear that.
Ooh, Lauren, I bruised my bone in my leg. The same leg I had surgery on 2 months ago. Ooh, but I got email about Spyro, so all good.
Spyro is the healer. Clearly. I'm sorry to hear about your leg. Hopefully it doesn't, the fact that you had surgery on it 2 months ago is not,
and you
it's obviously not good.
I guess you bumped into it again.
Just go slowly, my dear. Nice one, Maddie. Well, the AMI PVC is looking good. Soon, I'd say about a month or so, we can look to get that up and running. Hey, Randy. Hey. A bit of red here every now and then. Keeps me on my toes. It's nice. Good morning, Alyssa. 3 notices. That means your shipment has got 3 things. It's on the way to you. That's... quite, that's really cool. So we got a Spyro and both Celeb PVCs. Boom, I like it. Again, very varied. I like it when people have been showing that they're getting these things. They've been recently posting that they're getting some shipping announcements, right? Yeah. That they're going to be going towards their location. And quite often I ask them what the item may be or whatever it may be. And there's quite a varied choice there, Chocks. I love that we have the ability to be able to offer such a wide sort of variety of different products.
Yeah, catering for different taste.
Nice one. Iron Man. The Mimic is... The beauty on that thing is, and I will talk about that a little bit later on, is if you haven't seen, we have a shipping schedule that has been updated to the fact that I've got all products that's ever been made or being made or not being made listed. And you can see what is going on with that. And you've seen that Mimic is on a column which is not yet in production. Of course, it's quite recent. There's a backlog of stuff, things to go through. And as you'll see over time, we'll update that. So you'll be able to see at any given moment. Whereas Mimic, well, there's no point asking where Mimic is. We haven't even started making it. When you see that Mimic goes through the process of, oh, the casting started, then you have... Well, I don't even know why I'm talking about it right now. I'm going to talk about it later. Neo D.
See, Robert Champ, can you give an update on how to buy the All Might figure? And Kimberly Sears, we are impatiently waiting for All Might to go up.
Nice.
So are we, guys. So are we. We're working hard on those All Mights. It's only a matter of time of when it will go up on pre-order. But when it does, you guys should know. Make sure you sign up to the newsletter, join the club.
Oh, they'll know.
Like the main page.
Be blasting that out.
Yeah. As soon as we know, you guys will know.
Absolutely. My various suit is upset. It's sat with Neon Green Snake, Exclusive Snake, and Fighter Kirby. She wants a bandana too. I like it. Get yourself make yourself a neon green bandana, put it on, post it in the club. Contribute.
Contribute, yes.
The pre-orders of the life-size Artorias. Now, we actually got the good news from the big BN, and they said to us that it's now been approved. And we've been talking about this internally. When do we put the grand scale and the life-size busts up for pre-order? Now, there's no doubt in my mind we'll do them at the same time, so people have the choice. We wouldn't. It's not like the PVC version where we would do the PVC AMI and then the AMI 1/4 at different times. It's not the same. For the grand scale and the life-size bust, we would do them at the same time. Would we put it up for pre-order now? I think the answer is no. I'm thinking maybe in a couple of months, and the reason why I say that is it's all to do with the timing. There was quite a long time, Chalks, between Soler and Ornstein. I think about 11 months. And I think off the top of my head, Soler was in March and Ornstein was January the next year. So about 10 months. Okay? That's what happened, right? Then between Ornstein and Mimic, a Mimic again was 11 months. January and 11 months, right? For me, that's ridiculous. It's too much of a distance between the two, right? And so when it comes to the Artorias life size and grand scale bust, I would consider, when is the next one after it coming out? Now, I know you can obviously say in between Ornstein and Mimic, there was of course Artorias and, or was it just Artorias and Soler? Were they both in between that? Yeah, the PPC. I think they were in between that. Yeah, so it's not like there wasn't any Dark Souls stuff, but of course you could consider those to be different categories. Like it's almost like the main games versus the spin-offs, if you know, the main games in the series. Now, the busts, again, I think they're almost like a spin-off as well, but they're nice little fillers, right? I mean, you can consider that as well. So when would we launch those busts really is dependent on how soon will Mimic be okay. When is Mimic ready? But it's not just when is Mimic ready, it's the one after that, which is, and how long will it take for that to be done will then really give us an idea. If we find that it's going to take a shorter time, then we'll launch it quicker, etc, etc. If everything goes smoothly, maybe we might see this goes in 2 months time and Mimic goes in 5 months. Sorry, Nito goes in 5 months time and the next one after that, in the main one in this series, can come, maybe there'll be a filler there of Ornstein SD, and then after that, another 4 or 5 months, we'll then do the, or did we say Nito? Yeah, I can't remember, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You said Nito.
Yeah, yeah, and then whatever it may be. That might be the thing. Something like that. What is up, Zach? Oh, 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 oh. Samantanis, Chock seems tired. Not as bad as he was a week ago, but you're feeling a bit tired now, are you?
Feeling a bit tired now, yeah.
Why is that? Drama makes you feel sleepy?
It's too much text to read. It's like reading a book.
When's the last time you got so many dissertations in a thread? You know that there's passionate fans out there when they're giving you...
I'm a passionate reader now.
Hey, forget Reader's Digest. It's in the club, right? What is up, Lisa Wyckoff? How's it going?
Hey, Adam. Yes, I've made sure I bought another can of Red Bull. I'm expecting it's going to be a long night tonight.
What is up, Mr. Baker? Oh, Zach. ECCC. Stick to the East Coast, my friend. Stick to the East Coast. Don't come West Coast. East Coast. That's where you should be.
Check out last week's live stream.
We basically went...
We came back on the Thursday evening and we did the live stream the next night. So, and we went through the whole ECC thing.
About how it was not the right thing for us. And it is what it is.
Well, we came out there with quite a lot of other positive stuff. So
that's right.
In the future, we haven't given up on cons.
Aye. Absolutely. Absolutely. Medirios in the house. How's it going? Josiah, you got to consider how many orders were for America and how many were for the other places. That's the issue.
Well, that's cool. C2E2 was 30% up from last year.
Isn't that more of a Star Wars thing? Am I getting confused? Is that not a Star Wars thing?
It has some game-related stuff.
Was it?
Yeah. But I think PAX East seems to be getting a lot more buzz than C2E2.
Depends on what circles you hang out in, I guess.
I think our circles is definitely PAX. Yep. New Shantae game was announced. Quite a lot of announcements lately.
Yeah.
Quite cool.
Tanis, yes, absolutely. Where's the line for an argument? Where's the line for an argument? Indeed. We'll have lots of arguments in a minute. Don't worry. Let's just get through the pleasantries first. Then we can get down to it. There's nothing to report on Darksiders. It's not. Oh, it's everything. It's the biggest convention in Chicago. Star Wars. Oh, it's called a Star Wars celebration. That's what I'm thinking. But is it also not in the same area? I'm not too sure. Neo D, I know it in my heart when you're not giving me dollars. I feel it. I feel it. So we've got to put out some more stuff that makes you want that you want to buy, so I can get that nice feeling in my heart. And you see what happens when you don't give me the dollars? My heart gets all blackened, right? And then I start like banning stuff in the club. Basically, it's all your fault. Let's just be very clear. It's all your fault, Neo D. That's the way it goes. Cecile, there is no Midna production news just yet.
Clayton, how's the Bebop line coming? Coming very good. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not forgotten.
And Neo D, let's just say, for some reason, that you won Who Dat, I'd close the club. So you couldn't post about it. How about that? Denied! Who has the last word? It's a what's the word? Horrific victory, I believe this word is, yeah? Where you take yourself out, but it's a victory, but you've like at a crazy cost, yeah? He takes me out, who that? I close the club so you can't post it. There you go, that's what I'd be doing. Daniel, it is currently still that, but we're still in negotiations. We haven't stopped. We'll see as we get closer to the announcement whether or not. Because for me, it's a lot easier to be at the point. So the way I'm planning is like this. It's much easier now that we're at a stage where we're going into making the molds, that we can actually have these samples and then go to licensors and say, oh, this has been approved. Can we release it in your territory? It's much easier to do it like that rather than theoretically, we want to put this in your territory. They'd be like, what is it? Oh, here's some pictures. No, you don't need to do that. We have the product, give it to them and go, please, let's put this into the territory. Let's sign up a deal. It's not that we've not thought about it. We haven't forgotten about it. It's just when the time's right will be the time to do it. Nice one, Rachel. And absolutely, there's no problem to revisit characters in different poses, different scales, all that sort of stuff. Absolutely no problem. I wouldn't be surprised to see no more posting about who that wins.
No more.
But of course, I like it.
Has there been any image of the Mega Man PVC shared?
Yeah, we shared a couple of face photos back in the day.
Yeah.
Have you seen those?
They're in the club.
Yeah, it's been a while though, hasn't it?
It's been a while, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you about that. The reason for that is about to hit physical.
Cool.
Yeah.
Have I played Sekiro? No, I have not, Aaron. But I've been following...
He has not played Sekiro. Sekiro's played him, mate. That's what he's talking about.
But I've seen what's going on out there.
You've realised that you can't roll, and therefore you don't want to play it. Because that's what you did in Dark Souls.
It's just so funny.
You just rolled out through the...
Yeah, but it's just so funny seeing people commenting about the game.
I mean, I rallied for it over the weekend.
Yeah, I had some decent-ish numbers.
It's 400 something.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, I'd love to see if there was enough... I mean, for us, I'm not saying it's, that... But there's a lot of stars have aligned with that. Obviously, From Software, we have a relationship with them when we've been dealing with the Dark Souls stuff. And of course, Activision, we're a licensee of those in other products. So, other licenses. So it would be, hopefully, quite straightforward if that was something that the fans really pushed for. Nana say, are you serious right now? Beneath the Still Sky? Is it still in the point and click style? Bidiogle and revisit the Phazon suit and the gravity suit would be a nice one. Pump those up in 1/4, boom, done. Hey Maddie, that's a cool pose. I like that Banjo-Kazooie version. Hey Gabriel, would you be up for a Mario PVC? There's quite, how do I say, Mario PVC is quite well serviced, I would say.
But you know, sometimes people want an F4F take on it.
True.
Yeah.
True. I mean, sometimes it's like we go after a product or something where no one's ever really made anything. I mean, you can talk about Banjo-Kazooie, you can talk about Conker. These are properties that there's not been much merchandise for. And then you have properties that are already well serviced. And then to people who want to see the F-Ref's take on it, that's very nice. That's nice to see.
Yes, Bray, there will be more Dark Souls stuff. And FMA.
In terms of soon, FMA is a little bit further behind, but Dark Souls stuff, obviously, you've seen the Artorias life-size bust and the Grand Scale bust, I'm assuming. Those have now been approved. And then we're working on Nita, and that guy is kicking my ass right now. Indeed. I know you're an FMA fan right there. Good morning, ESF. Great. We will be working hard on those for showsies. Who makes Mario PVC? Isn't it the Jack specific stuff and the Nendos and...
Well, not Nendos per se, as in like frequent. I mean, obviously the Jack stuff are very frequent.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey VQ, how's it going? Marcus Kraus, Shenmue PVC. I'm looking forward to seeing. What's the release date, Chocks? For 3?
August.
Ooh, and it's been no pushback.
No,
wasn't he supposed to be going to that Monaco place?
That's come and gone already.
And what?
And what?
Was there like tons of E3
Shenmue news? There's some. Is it footage or I can't remember now.
Yeah,
there was a footage. Yeah, there's a footage.
How's it received?
Same as. It doesn't seem. You know, it's just the fans are into it, but.
Well, what I mean by that is the last time I understand there were some issues with the animation or something.
Oh, you mean the facial stuff?
I think the last time I remember that they showed something.
They're improving every single time.
Yeah, that's great.
They're improving every single time. Sure, there's improvement there, but noise-wise, it's just saying. It seems to be just kind of doing that.
Okay, I guess you know, as long as they're making the improvements, we look forward to seeing the reaction when it comes out.
You know, it's going to be a while before they start really putting hype to it. Marketing.
Is everything fine or everything on fire yet? I haven't had a chance to go through that yet. We'll go through that in a minute. Mob Psycho. That's the guy. That's one. I think I posted something on, I think it was last June. Obviously, this is sort of my recollection that I posted something about that in a general Crunchyroll post, and I didn't remember it tracking very highly. Jason, yeah, absolutely Devil May Cry, with that sort of gone back to the drawing board for Dante. Samantanis, hunt down Dabs. I know you're based, I believe you're in Canada. I'm not sure how close that is to Boston. He's currently there. Get him! Get him! Get him! He's giving out badges, he's giving out codes as well. Get him! Get him!
500, right? Is it
500? 500.
500 points.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey Colin! You missed the news about Streets of Rage?
You should be at PAX East checking out the demo.
You know, I just want to be very clear about something, Chocks. Obviously, the only reason why I said, right, banning all, you know, CS-related stuff is so everyone, then all the people who aren't happy about that, they all leave, so we're never going to get to 100k, so you're here forever.
You should go and check out the stats, see if there's any, the weekly stats.
What, mass leaving?
Yeah, the little line graph. As it resulted from people, many people leaving?
Well, I mean, we've just recently gone over 60k. If you see it fall down below 60k, then the answer is yes. If it doesn't, then the answer is no. That's a good indicator. Ain't nobody got time for looking at little lines. Hey, Bang, how's it going? Yeah, we're gonna go to the we're gonna talk about the arguing a little bit later when we do the week in review, of course. Hey, Shivering Stencil. Oh, JDJ, is that right? It was the highest one, was it? Okay, cool. Hey, Clayton, that JoJo poll I did, what was it? I can't remember what it was, what it ended up on. Scotty says, if we go lower than 60k and then go back up to 60k, do we get double reveals? Well, we didn't do any reveals for 60k, so what's 60K, yeah. I will triple, how about this? I'll triple the reveals that we did for 60k. Patrick got his 1k for golden RDSD. Good things need time. Not what?
Yeah, that's on Phil, right?
Yeah, but he says I contacted CS pretty late. So did Phil take a long time to get back to you or not? Yeah, Fate stuff. You're up for that, are you, Marcus? WrestleMania, isn't it Ronda Rousey lead? Isn't she headlining that? Hey, Cop Funk, you saw us at ECC. Now, here's the question. Had you heard about us before or not? Because you might be the only reason why the whole thing was worth it. Did you know about us before you saw us at ECCC? If the answer is, please let the answer be no. I'd love to hear your answer on that.
And, like, where were you? Like, what, as in, like, you just walked past and you saw us? Or you actually went on the booth and, as in, like, took your time to check out the figures?
Yeah. Patrick says, took 1 day, but I got RT in September. Really? But wait, you contacted Phil and then he got back to you in 1 day? Let's hear. Nice one, Nana. Resident Evil 2. Them liquors, I can't stand them.
A 103.
Boom! Everyone wants to come and see the drama.
Everyone's here for the reward points, right?
Indeed. I noticed the guy's not responded.
What?
The ECC guy.
Oh, right.
Cop Funk, where you at? We're like waiting for your response here, Cop Funk. Nice one, Lisa. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Do you like the liquors you just did? Nana, have you received it already? Of course, Neo D, mate. It's all well orchestrated, my friend. I contacted CS1 and got a response in 30 minutes from Phil. Dude works hard. Aight? I like it. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Heck yeah, I did. I had pre-ordered about 1 month ago. What the? He already knew about us. All of a sudden, we're like,
right.
We're like, maybe you're the reason why we spent so much money to go to ECC because we can attract new people. Oh no, he knew about us beforehand. First of all, I appreciate that you pre-ordered, Conquer and knew about us beforehand. On the flip side, to ECCC because it didn't. What was the benefit of that? Don't be too hard with the guy from the thread. the guy from the thread, yeah. Don't encourage more bullying. No one should be bullying anybody. I don't believe anyone's been bullying. I've been sort of stuck to that. Hey, stop jumping the gun. Right, Chocks. Everyone wants to know about the drama. Let's go through the notices and let's go into the drama, yeah? Alright, let's do it.
Alright, guys. Let's do this.
Hey, Bruno. How's it going, my friend? That statue looking good. Alright. Look forward to seeing it over at MCM.
Oh.
Daniel, vote Kamina. Get him up there.
Tidewater Comic Con.
I've heard of it.
Never heard of it.
What's that? Brenton Friedley. Check your PMs. All right, Chocks. Boot up. Let's go on to the notices so we can start the drama.
Okay. All right then. Guys, if you've been online a couple of hours ago.
Zach, let's talk about that online, yeah? Let's talk about that.
If you guys have been online a couple of hours ago.
Alright.
We posted.
How do I... What's the word on that? Posted willingly or not.
We announced our next F4F partnership product.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And what's that? Do we announce?
And that is the GNF Sonic, Boom 8 Sonic the Hedgehog line.
And that
5
is and 6.
5 and 6, yes. Volume 5 and Volume 6, which on our website is the combo 3. That is the Amy and Supersonic.
Boom, let's show you what we're talking about. Check out these little cuties. I've got 5 or have I got 6?
You got 5?
I got 5, of course.
I've got 6.
Boom! Now this is classic Amy Rose. If you're a Sega fan, Sonic fan, you will recognize her. She was Sonic CD, wasn't she? OG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she's got a really cute. I mean, this is, let's be clear, it's a cute little size. If you want to have your the whole lineup, of course. And she has got nice little eyelashes, give that little feminine touch. She's got her hands behind her back, nicely sculpted. And to be clear, this is a GNF partnership. They've done a great job. Very happy to be part of their partnerships. We will, of course, be using our network in terms of logistics and putting it into there, to be able to bring it, and through our license as well, to bring it to the places that GNF can't cover. We thought that was a fantastic way to do this sort of partnership as well. So yeah, you know, nice little details on her shoes. Details on her shoes. Obviously, we're going to have more high resolution images on the website. Her hair is done exactly the same. Oh wait, Sonic has a middle one, doesn't he? It's not quite the same. Alright. Does Sonic have a middle one as well? Yeah, he does.
He does.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he's missing that correctly. And she's got a spike on the back right there as well. All the details are nicely there, and you can see her hair piece goes down. It has a little knot at the bottom as well. Everything is where it is. And no, I will not do the upshot view. I know what you're saying. Don't even go there. Of course, her nose looking nice and cute. Cute expression with a smiling face. Nice big eyes, eyelashes, the hair at the front. Cutie little ears. Nice little piece, especially if you're a Sonic fan. You know, it's very nice and manageable. CHOCKS, your piece.
Yeah, so this is Supersonic. Him dashing forwards with the sparkles right behind him. Clear sparkles.
Yeah, those sparkles are nice. Yeah. Gives a nice little bit of speed.
And guys,
on
just
that.
to highlight, these were brought back last week from Emerald City Con, so thankfully they're still in one piece. But I've been told that these still need some tweaking, so obviously these are the prototypes, and once the stream ends we will ship them back to GNF, and they'll start the production, paint, making sure the color matches, etc, etc. And yeah, I mean, if you guys picked up the Combo 1 and Combo 2 before, they go very, very well with each other in scale wise, and yeah, it's nice to have a bit of different color. I mean, both 1 and 2 was both Sonics, blue, and then you had the Tails and Knuckles, orange and red, and now you have pink and yellow.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, this is a really nice, cool line. We're looking very forward to the next one as well. So yeah, it's going to be a while for the next one, but for now, let's enjoy this one. And yeah, I mean, it's going up live now. You can actually go on the website and pre-order it. It's $45 for the set, and it's going to follow the previous pattern where both of them will be packed into one white box, and then it'll be packed into another shipping box which is cushioned. So yeah, so previously the very first one we shipped it out as it is, and then obviously we learned a few ways of packaging the combo pack, and now we put them into brown shipper boxes, so it was nicely protected.
Absolutely, yeah. I know that's definitely something that collectors would appreciate.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously it will help. Despite, and that's why the shipping cost is as it is. It doesn't just like chucking it in something and then off it goes. It has a lot of stuff done on that.
So the pre-order starts now.
I was reading a comment on YouTube, Justina, that I wasn't sure if it was spam or not. I was checking.
Oh, okay. So yes, the pre-order starts now, 29th of March, and it's open until 3rd of May. There will be no validation for this because this is the partnership's product, so yeah, just pre-order right away. The deposit, I believe, should be the same as before, so around about $13, and then you pay the rest when the item ships out. I don't know why it says that here, but that's wrong. Yep, and the expected release date should be the 3rd quarter of this year. So yeah, as soon as GNF posts any production photos and stuff like that, we will share that back into the club as well, so you know the progress updates of the products, like we've always done with the Sonic vs Chopper diorama and the previous combos as well, the previous Boom 8 combos. So yeah, plenty of good things coming out from GNF, so definitely if you are a Sonic fan, and keep an eye out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sam Montanis, are you saying that you're talking about, like, was it the Tomy ones? It's not these ones, I'm assuming.
No, it's not these. 4 in a pack. They are the Tommy ones.
It's the Tommy ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're the Tommy ones.
Thanks, Kopfung. Appreciate that.
Yes, James Tess, you can pre-order them now. They are up on our website right now.
A little bit earlier than expected, shall we say?
That's all cool.
Spoiler alert! All right, sweet. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, so we'll run that video again towards the end of the show, and appreciate those who picked them up so far, and we look forward to getting these into collectors' hands. I believe I believe just recently, Boom 3 and 4 have just been hitting people's hands right now.
Yeah.
So it's a nice little pace, you know, Chocks.
So hopefully, if this,
shout out to GNF for doing that.
Yeah. So hopefully, if this comes out around Q3, then hopefully the next ones from the line will happen around that time.
Alright. Yeah, Liam, it was actually GNF themselves, so whoopsies, don't worry about that. FRF is love, GNF is life.
It's okay.
Alright.
It's okay.
It's okay. Absolutely. No, that's cool, that's cool.
Alright, thanks, Elaine. She's a Sonic nut, isn't she?
A Sonic nut.
Yeah, Sonic nut.
This is who's always been bumping up Amy's posts and that person's posts. Yeah, no, I appreciate
not
it.
In a good way, definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely, but not in a
how
do
way.
I say it? Not in a good way. In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah, there's passionate people that, despite the odds looking very slim, or whatever it may be, or perceived to be, you know, not getting particularly encouraging words from me. I know, for example, we were like, hey, the modern Amy 300 votes, and it took a little bit of time to get there, and I'm a little bit, and then when we got there, I was like, took a long time, etc., etc. I wasn't particularly encouraging with my responses, but it wasn't like, right, that's it, not interested. It was still positive. Okay, you know, see, love it. That is great. Super Shadow, you know, I've been looking into it. I'm not gonna lie, been looking into it, and it's because you keep bumping it, and that's probably a good reason. You know, that's really good. So yeah.
Really?
You got a better solution, genius? Yeah, on those ones, yeah?
No.
So you can make it over here.
Nothing, have you?
Exactly.
Ugh.
From the spoils from upstairs.
Oh yeah, that's been
The spoils. That looks manky.
Could have tapped it. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
You're gonna teach you. Just wipe that off.
Keeping it profesh, just like the club chocks, yeah? That was the worst idea, especially with all the fans blowing everywhere, right? I can see you like backing away.
You just grab a few more.
You're thinking about the bloody, you know,
grab a
the
few
environment
more.
and shit. All right.
Hurry up, let me do it.
Oh, yeah, you're better than that. You're better than that.
I'm better at cleaning.
Yeah, basically. For your own self-preservation, I know you'd make it nice and spick and span.
I have that in my lungs, like blowing in. Don't turn that.
Nah, I ain't
down.
gonna bother anymore. It's like that now, is it?
Hey guys, anyway, just check out the website. You can see the Supersonic and the Amy on the website.
Feels dissed, so it's going back over there. Nice one, Cole. You're liking those behind the scenes. I like it. I like it. Randy, sneak you guts. All right, let me have a quick look. Let me see. Because you know, you see this, the casting has started, right? Let me see if I can find. My phone is so slow right now. Let me see. Is it this one?
What are we looking for?
Some pictures of guts. Let me see. That's Ornstein. There's a quick pic of. That's a quick pic of Shira. Like, paint me like one of your French ladies, yeah. You know,
it's like a chicken. It's like a drumstick.
Yeah. That's Shira in. That's Shira being done. And he's got something from Guts.
Have you posted all your behind the scene videos?
No, I'm still got Shovel Knight to do.
Just Shovel Knight.
Yeah. Oops.
Almost there, guys.
Well, almost there to talking about the.
No, today we saw the the packaging for Shovel Knight. And
that is what you're talking about. Almost there. Okay.
Almost there, guys. Saw the packaging for Shovel Knight, and also saw the packaging for the life-size Aku mask.
Right. Interesting. Shiranui got no shame.
What? Randy, I'm Captain FRF. Axe will be Iron FRF. That's because of the Civil War. We're having a Civil War.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now I get it. How long will the Dark Souls statue going to be on pre-order for? Which one? Ornstein?
I think
Mimic?
I think he's talking about the bus. You're talking about the bus, Cop Funk?
Oh, when's it coming on? Yeah, we're talking about that. Maybe what part of Guts was that? The face? 2-3 months. We need to sort of see when Nito might be coming out. That's been kicking my ass recently. Would Peggy be Black FRF? But Black Panther, yeah?
Why Black Panther?
I don't know. Just Peggy needs that. It can't be Cap or Iron Man because apparently we're them.
Black Widow.
Oh, that's a good point. Black Widow. Who's she doing? She's doing Captain, right?
No, she's doing Hulk.
Oh right. I was gonna say if she's doing Captain, then who's doing Captain?
Captain's doing the nurse thing. The nurse, wasn't it?
I got Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah.
Right.
What are we talking about? All right. Are you done with all of that then? No, you're not.
Are we done?
No, you've done the first one, yeah?
We've done the first one, right? Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. Mario and Yoshi, not on Yoshi. Mario and Yoshi pre-orders are open until 19th of April.
Very different meanings.
Very different meanings. One word makes a difference. Peggy's daughter. Yeah. Peggy's the one that was with Captain Captain America met Peggy when he was young. When he was being recruited.
Yeah. I remember he was like younger. And then he got frozen in time.
Yeah. And then years later, obviously the recent one is.
Oh, he's doing his mate's daughter. Because obviously they're the right age, yeah.
Well, he fancied Peggy, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I believe he fancied the Peggy, and then Captain America had a thing, and then all of a sudden, years later,
he's doing his daughter.
Yeah.
That sly boy. Damn. Is Peggy dead?
Yeah,
Okay.
A long time ago.
Oh, that's alright then, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's alright then, is it? Yeah. Anyways, yes.
All right.
So Mario and Yoshi pre-orders open till 19th of April. So still got plenty of time.
Alright.
Torch, the rings and the t-shirts pre-orders are open until 9th of May. Still got plenty of time, guys. There's no F4F shirts this week. Alright. Workload, etc. So no F4F shirts.
Nice one, Angelos.
The Solid Snake SD, the pre-order date should have been today. And as always, because it didn't reach the edition size of 3,000, the pre-orders will remain open. Alright guys, so just be aware of that one. And other pre-orders that are still open are the Meta Ridley, Mimic, Shovel Knight Player 2, Phoenix Wright, Alphonse, Spiral PVC, Psycho Mantis, Warpstar Kirby, and Guts.
Alright.
Yep. Yeah.
What? I thought there was one more bit.
Nah, I'm not bothered with that one. No point with that one.
Alright.
Yeah. It's lame.
It's Guts closing soon.
Yeah,
that's a good point. It will be. Yeah. It will be closing soon because we started production. But we're at that stage where once the white casting is still being made, which is where we just started, we can add to it. So it should be actually closing pretty soon. Actually, is a good point, because once the castings have stopped, it starts to be considered to be a new production run, which we want to avoid. So that's a good point, Chocks. We've got to keep an eye on that. And again, we've got to talk about having like weekly meetings to make sure whether or not things need to be triggered.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they were supposed to trigger you and let you know that this is going to happen soon.
Yeah, no one's triggering me.
Well, I thought I'd been triggering you, but not to do with... Alex, will you stop fighting with the club? I'm like, all right, Chocks. Alex, stop fighting with the members in the club. Pepper. So Crystal Dragon is... what they've done is they've actually made 20 pieces for me to check to make sure that I'm happy with it. So I'm going to be seeing that apparently next week. I've been invited to the factory to go and check it out. Very nice for that. So yeah, you know, we'll be checking all of that out. Keep you doing. What's Guts order count? Done it. We'll look into that once we finalize it all. Okay. Shall we do it, Chocks? Do we do the week in review where we then bring this at the end, or we just go straight into it? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you go? Because these are not in order, are they?
No.
They're grouped.
So why don't we get through the elephant in the room first, shall we, Chocks?
All
right, let's do this. Right. You know, Peter Parker, spoiler alert, is Spider-Man, right? And his job is right.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever considered the fact is he has to, was it for J.J. Jameson, yeah? Is it just J. Jameson or is it J. Jameson? Is he triple J or just two J's?
JJ.
Is he triple J or... Anyways, that dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is Boss Man. Is like, can you... Like, obviously, he doesn't like Spider-Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't like Spider-Man. And he's all about, you know... Oh... That web menace, blah, 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 blah. But he also wants him to, like, take photos of that, right? And, hello, Clark Kent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to know what's more about Superman, right? He's like, okay. And then he, like, totally, like, takes photos of himself and, like, writes about himself, right? As Clark Kent, talking about Superman. And likewise you have Peter Parker writing about Spider-Man. Now, the reality is... when it's a slow news day, you make your own news. That's what the journalists have done. They made their own news. It's been a slow week in the club, so fuck it, let's make some drama. Otherwise, you've got nothing to talk about this week. That's not quite the thinking of what happened, but let's talk about what we said. It is JJJ, right? Yeah. Okay.
I'm just trying to catch up on the comments.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
This week, I announced that we will no longer, I no longer wish to see CS-related posts in the group. Okay? Now, I know there's some people here that felt very passionately that this should not be the case, and others that were okay, understood, opinions on both ways. Now, of course, whenever somebody, how do I say, change, it's like we're the landlords of the group, and when the landlord raises the rent, lowers the rent, changes your aircon, changes your door, whatever they want to do, right? The tenants are going to be either happy or not happy about that situation. And Peter Parker's just a photographer. Yeah, I appreciate that, you know, but he still needs to, if he's got nothing to take photos of, create the news, right? Yes, Brighton, I know you were. Okay, I recognize all the names. It's all good. We're going to talk about it.
He delivers pizza as well, does he not?
Does he? Peter Parker Pizza Man?
In one of the films.
The Triple P. Oh, right, okay.
One of the films.
Alex has been researching allergies all day. Right, okay. So we, as FRF landlords, can change things, and people can either be happy with the changes or not be happy with the changes. And I can totally respect that. You know, they don't like the color door. The door's now changed from green to red, and that's not good. Whatever it may be. Some people are like, that's cool. Whatever. I don't care. I'm here in this group for certain reasons and different reasons for things. Now, let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk a lot about that. Okay. first of all, Brighton, of course I said your name. I've been chatting to you in that group, in that post the whole time. So it's like, I'm saying your name now. It's whatever. It's cool. Now, the thing is, what do people see the club as will greatly influence the way they feel to this announcement. Before we go into that, let me tell you the thinking and the logical reasoning behind me requesting that no more CS related posts be made. Let me give you the justifications for why I've done that, then we talk about the ramifications of how I've analyzed that people are replying to it. The first thing is, why? Okay, I come into the group, right? I see people posting CS related stuff. What have we done before? We say, okay, all right, sorry you have an issue. Please post it in the F4F group, in the F4F CS related posts, which they can or cannot find, right? Right? Please post it there, and then contact CS. Open a ticket and contact CS. And then lock. That has been, as of last week, what would happen? Boom, CS related issue. Go, please don't, post in the F4F CS, lock. Done. And contact and open a ticket, okay? That has been the way that we've been doing it, okay? Subsequently, what's happened is, what is the reason to post it in the F4F CS group? For us. When it's for us, I'm talking about us as a company. What is the reason for having it? The reason for us to have it is zero. The reason for us to have it is zero. Why? Because CS does not look at it. So why post it in a CS related post in our group when CS don't even look at it? There is no reason to do it. CS related posts, there is nothing that the group can do for you if you have a breakage or a defect. That is something that we must, as responsible manufacturers, deal with by having a CS team. So therefore, the correct proper process that allows for us to document things is you go into your account, my tickets, open a new ticket, boom, Phil, you send me something that's broken, sort that shit out. That's what you should do. They're there for that reason. That is the reason, and that is the correct protocol when you receive something that's damaged or whatever it may be. That should be the normal case of things. So, for us, there is zero reason to have those CS group, first of all, we didn't even allow people to post the CS related stuff. We locked them and put them straight into and said, put it in the F4F CS one, right? That's the first thing. An extension of that is that CS thing, though, is zero use for us. I'm talking about us I'm talking about our point of view first. It's zero reasoning for us to have it. For me, I've seen this throughout the, every now and then it will come out. It will either be coming out in comments, people having comments that maybe I don't know who they are. They're not necessarily their first time posting, but you have regulars who know what's up. They know the game. They've been with us. They understand. Then you have people who maybe I've not seen before, and they'll say something incredibly unfair. And they'll say something like, "Oh, why are you buying this expensive shit?" Or all this stuff arrives broken, and that, and they're within comments, and I'm just like, okay, you guys are, or something like, "Oh, I'm really scared to buy this. Everything seems to be broken." I see that, and I'm kind of like, this is really kind of unfair. And I haven't done anything about it, except for someone triggered me. And what they did was, they made a post, and they said, you know, I should have screen grabbed it or whatever it was, but it was something like, all FREF products arrive broken. Why do you keep buying that? Like, but it was rude the way he said it, right? You guys are stupid for buying this because they always arrive broken or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was enough for me to go, this is someone who is really, like, you know, who's getting a really bad impression of us, and I think really unfairly, because a lot of people will post their...
Yo, sure. Spider Quack, guys. Spider Quack from GNF.
Nice one. Thanks very much for your great work. The sculptor of these bad boys. Bad girl and bad boy. Good job, Spider. Thanks for the support on that. Also, you also did the Sonic and Chopper as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So, that really, and I locked that down, and I said, sorry, you know, this is, you know, that's pure trolling. But is it trolling if that's what he genuinely thinks? You know, trolling is implying something that you know it's not right, but you post it anyway. Maybe this guy genuinely really thinks that all of our stuff does arrive broken because all he's seeing is CS related posts like that, right? And then, you know, it then goes into the post gets bumped up, you look at all the comments in there, etc., and you'll see, like, I don't know, 10, 15, 30 broken pieces, defects. Oh my god, 50 broken Majora's Mask. I'm never buying from this company again. Rubbish. All their stuff arrives broken. You're paying how much? They all arrive broken.
Hey, Peggy. She's on the stream as well.
Hey, Peggy. She wants to hear about the drama as well, yeah?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Apparently, you're I'm not sure, you're either Black Panther or you're Black Widow.
Yeah. Who do you want to be? You can let us know which one you want to be, Peggy.
Who you want to be, Peggy?
And she's coming for the drama, right? Yeah. So has she mentioned anything about that to you?
Oh, what?
Like,
oh, this morning, yeah.
Like,
that's like, did you see that post?
That post.
Well, it's like,
yeah. And the thing is, right? Like, the thing is, I just want to be very, very clear. Wait.
Okay.
Before, just to be very clear, I didn't actually talk to Peggy or Choggles about this. I was triggered by this guy, and I went, right. The straw has broken my back. That's it.
5 in the morning.
It was the biggest mistake to do it at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I posted that at 4 or 5 in my morning, and I didn't know. I think it was like 4 or 3 or no, I think it was 3. I didn't go to bed until 6 that night. I was like, whoopsies. So,
Peggy answered Black Widow.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, she went
for Black Widow.
She's gone for Black Widow.
Nice. All right, sweet. So,
so we were like keeping count of the comments.
It's going up, right?
Yeah.
So Brighton, you might get it. You probably in a baller, right? Buying from these guys and that guys, and that's fine. You, my friend, are not who I'm talking about. You get it. You understand it. Assuming you've been buying from other companies, you know it's part of collecting. You, my friend, you get it. But we are not the typical company. Because what I mean is we have a huge proportion of people who look to FRF for their first product to come into they come into our, you know, into the community by buying one of the PVCs. They then go, oh, what's this resin stuff or whatever it may be. A lot of the times though, because we offer some great, I believe, quite value-driven pricing and quite accessible in terms of you know, payment plans, and the fact that we do a lot of products that haven't actually been made before, specifically for video game stuff, that a lot of people then come into to know about us through the club for the first time, and they're not resin players who understand what it is, right? So those guys who understand it will understand that we allow for about 4 to 5% tolerance. Now what does that mean? It means I make 100 statues, I expect between 4 and 5 of those pieces to have a problem. Breakages, defects, whatever it may be, 4 to 5 of them, okay? What does that really mean? Well, it means that at the time of production, we make 4 to 5 pieces in 4 to 5 pieces out of 100, right? 4 to 5%. We make them in advance. In advance at the same time of production, because that's what we used to do way back when, Chocks, is what we used to do is we used to send it out, fucking fingers crossed, and then there was problems, and then we would have to then make some replacements, and it used to take 6 months. Back in the day, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, that's what we used to do. Complaints, breakages, replacements, order it, tell the factory, hey, this is the result, we need to remake these, let's get that sorted out. And they would go, okay then, and start making the whole thing again, right? And we figured out, you know what, how can we improve that? Well, what we're going to do is, we're going to make 4 to 5% of these extra. Okay? 4 to 5% of these extra at the same time of production. And we're going to have them, and when we send them to, when we send 100 pieces to America for a shipment, we'll send 4 to 5 replacements. Easy, right? So far. So that means when someone comes back to us and they have a problem, boom, Phil can then go, here you go, sorry about your issue, here's a replacement. That's what they're there for, okay? If we find that it goes over 4 to 5, then we go, woo-hoo, we have a problem, because that is our tolerance level. And if all of a sudden Phil goes, we ain't got no replacements left, that means we've gone over our expectation of threshold. Then we go to the factories, right, gloves are off, what's wrong, what went wrong, etc, etc. You know, that's the sort of stuff that you'll find with SIF, that's the sort of stuff that you'll find with, ones that go over, we've been doing this game since 2003, right? We know when we release something, how many replacement cases we've had to deal with based on the production run. We know that, so 4 to 5 is within our expectation, because we got fucking years of data of that shit, right? That's pretty much the reason why we said, you know what, we can estimate that we expect between that. And if we don't hit that, that's great news. It means that it was, you know, we've improved on our packing, the QC's been improved, whatever it is, and we didn't need that 4 to 5. And Chocks is like, right, who fucking needs a sample? Boom, you get a sample, because why? The replacements turn into samples to give to, I don't know, influencers, give them to potential licensors, whatever we want to do. That's what we use those replacements for, so that we don't use them, that we don't need, okay? And that is the point of replacements and the reasoning why we make them 4 to 5 pieces. So for some guy to trigger me by saying all the FRF pieces arrive broken pisses me off. And it puts off, and it pisses me off because that's so unfair. 95% of these guys, 95% of the shipment has been okay. Now, how many Majora's Mask went out there? 3,000. Approximately 3,000. If you saw, if you saw 50 cases, you might think every single one arrived broken. But what is that in percentage? It's nothing, it's well below the 4 to 5% threshold. Okay?
This one.
Which one?
How do I...
Alright, here you go.
I need to Google settings, huh?
Don't need to go to settings.
I can only do that though. Just that.
Yeah, do that first. And then... Yeah, do that. And then... Oh.
It's not... Can you do it on yours?
Let me see. Let me try. Real-time banning. I love it. How do I do this? Let me see. Can you see it?
No.
Can you just write something else so we can so I can see you a bit more easily? That's hard to do like that, Chocks. It's hard to find it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I can do it like this by clicking on it. Hold on, let me see. So moderate comments, right? Mike, if you go to delete there, you got the name, yeah?
Yep.
There you go. So when you go to moderate comments, right? Yeah. See that? You can delete comments. No, you can just go over here, yeah. You just go. So what you can do is you go to moderate comments. You go like that.
I didn't get that pop-up.
Yeah, you do. What you need to do is.
I didn't get it though.
But if you're on this right here, you go there. You do. You had hide, but you actually have the ability to go moderate.
Well, when I click on those options, it didn't give me anything.
No, it should moderate. Go on. There you go. There. Yeah. There. Yeah. Moderate. That's it. Okay. Then you can go down and find him. No, just scroll down. It's just there.
Better.
It's just down there. There. Okay. Then click left. That's it. There. Yeah. And then delete. Yeah. Beautiful, right? And then click on that. Nice. Delete. Thanks, Facebook. Nice. Yeah, anyways. Okay, so we are back to where was I before I was rudely interrupted? So just going back to the fact that 95% of these pieces go and arrive okay without problem, but someone still is getting the impression that all our products are arriving with broken issues, damages. I think that's really unfair. It's really a bad impression for a first-time uneducated in the resin game buyer to experience. And I'm thinking, well, why are we allowing for that? The reality is that the club CS posts for us does not have any relevance to us dealing and handling the CS posts themselves. So there is no reason for them. From our, I'm talking about from our point of view, okay? Our point of view, right? I'm going to talk about your point of view in a minute. I'm talking about our point of view, and I'm trying to give you the reasoning for why I did what I did, okay? So, from our point of view, there is no reason to be giving bad impressions to first people who incorrectly assume that all our products arrive broken or with defects or that sort of stuff. And the second thing is, our CS guys don't look at the CS threads, right? And they handle the CS through correct means, which is to do it via our ticketing system, which we can then document, to gather all the cases of the people that have problems, be able to understand and do data analysis, all that sort of good stuff. They're not going into the club and looking, oh, okay, yes, I'll make a note of that, and then, I wonder what your account number is. None of that. That's all throughout the CS system because, your names are all different, blah, 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 blah. So that is, for our point of view, zero reason to have the CS threads in there. Now, let's talk about your point of view. And your point of view is you're a community, and you're like, I've been so moving about like this by going, being so like animated with my hand movements that it feels like my pedometer is thinking that I've been moving around and I've just hit 10,000 steps despite I've not moved.
That's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah. And the point is, I find that from the community side of things, people are like, oh, I like to see what's coming up. I want to know what to look out for, and all this sort of stuff. And I understand what you're saying, but you can't have both. You can't have it that I don't want it there because it's putting off new guys or people who don't understand, versus, oh, I like it there because I can, just in case I might get this piece, I need to know, just in case there is common issues with it, I need to know what to look out for. You can't have both. It's the light switch is either on or off. Apart from those little pictures where you see the little light switch just in between the middle. Do you know what I mean? There's like a light switch, and it's like they got the they flip the switch. Mm. It's either on or off, right? But then you got some going right in the middle. The light switch is either on or it's off. You can't have both. And for me, the choice is this: I either have it on, so I either have it off, i.e. no posts, and that's going to basically mean, that's going to basically mean that the new time buyers aren't going to be put off, and the other one is it's just, but the fact is useless for us in terms of this. I'm talking about us as the company, because the CS team don't look at it, right? Versus on, which is the off chance that you may look, on the off chance that you may have an issue with your piece, that you might not be able to understand what to look out for. Well, we had a CS, we didn't always have the club, and people could still write into us and say that they have a problem with their piece, and we would still deal with them. So it's not like you have to have the CS thread to tell you what may or may not happen, because you can't have either or, right? Now, no, James, you can't have both. You can't have both because it's visible, isn't it? Now, I want to say...
He wants a dimmer switch.
Chocks, can you stop having good comments like that? Because... Now, go back to sleep, right? Now, the point is, when you think about... so you're turning on and off, etc., etc. For me, when I posted it, I knew it was going to cause controversy for a couple of reasons. However, I want to be very clear about something. When I posted this, I was banking on the fact that I would be able to stand up in front of our QC team. Brenda and Phil are the unsung heroes of First to Figures customer satisfaction, right? We put our blood, sweat, and tears into creating this piece. We manufacture it. CHOCKS markets the hell out of it. Charles produces the hell out of it. Sonny ships the hell out of it, and then you love the hell out of it, hopefully. And if you don't love the hell out of it, something has gone wrong. And what's gone wrong? Well, there's an issue. So what happens is it goes to Phil and it goes to Brenda. And they have to deal with customers who are going to be, upset, etc., etc. All those sort of things that are related with CS. And I totally understand that. Now, if we had really, really shit customer services, and that customers were having terrible experiences with them, what I'm doing, which is not allowing for CS posts to be there, would be considered an absolute dodgy motherfucking thing, an awful thing to do. I'm hiding things. I'm sweeping things under the table. I'm hiding that actually all of our stuff is broken. All of our stuff does come with defects.
I'm glad you have a lot of time to do that kind of stuff. Scheming and hiding stuff and sweeping stuff.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I haven't done real work for the last 2 days.
True. People have told me I'm the janitor, right? So I've been very good way that, booting out the bad elements and sweeping stuff on the rug, right? But the point is, if we had a situation where we had a terrible customer service experience, that the vast majority of people were like, these guys have terrible customer service. Oh my God, I hate dealing with them. Oh my God, I don't want to, if that was the case, boom, I agree with you. We're hiding. We're at that stage. I believed at the point that I was willing to take a gamble, that when I made that post, I knew it was going to create controversy. I knew people would interpret it as us being dodgy, right? I knew that was a possibility. I was so happy that we were vindicated, that more people were posting positive experiences about the customer service, you know, about Phil, about Brenda, than not. And those who are like, oh, CS takes a long time to get back to me, I found out, you know, I was like, all right, PM me, let me see your situation. I looked at it and go, all right, did you realize that it says that, you know, it's waiting for you, and, oh yeah, it's in my spam, or whatever it may be. And it wasn't, most times of the case, it wasn't because that they, you know, don't get me wrong, not every single time, but most of the times it's the guys have been very prompt with getting back to people. We're not sitting there weeks and weeks and weeks and months and being ignored and all this sort of stuff. That is not... CHOCKS is, you know, what's CHOCKS doing? He's doing that so when he falls asleep, he doesn't hurt his neck.
Yeah, he's propping up my neck.
Right. And, you know, so the fact that the majority of people who were okay with it were saying that they've dealt with CS and they've had good experiences really meant that my gamble of knowing that this was going to be controversy and seeing how the temperature of the club would be, finger on the pulse, I'm glad that most people who've had to deal with their CS issues have had a, you know, I would definitely say that majority of people have been, would say it was, you know, obviously dealing with CS is never pleasant because it means you've got an issue, but, you know, pretty painless to a certain degree, I would say, okay? And that for me means that my CS team is doing a good job and I'm really proud of them for doing that, okay? So, therefore, if that is the case, then you must consider then that we're not trying to be dodgy, we're not trying to be shady, we're not trying to hide from issues. Have I ever hidden from issues? Do I not, you know, whenever there's stuff that's coming, controversy or anything, I'm still there. I'm not hiding from it. I could have gone, boom, here's a post, turn off comments, that's the lay of the land. You're gonna get a red door instead of your green door, and yeah, I can't do anything about it. And that's how the FREF landlords work. And I would have said, turn off commenting, done. No. What I did was I posted it incorrectly at 3 a.m, stayed up till 6 a.m, and I've been doing this for the last, you know, 48 hours, because I want people to understand I'm not doing it because I'm trying to hide stuff. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to be dodgy. I'm doing it for these reasons, which I've just explained in the club, in posts, and I've done it as I'm explaining to you right now on the streams, right? So that really is my of my reasoning from my point of view of why we did it, and I hope you can see it coming from there. Now I understand where you guys are coming from. Now I'm gonna wind it back, okay? What is the point of the club? As that guy said, what's the point of the club? Now look, I don't like fighting with guys. I'm not a you know, I don't enjoy it too much. I mean, I don't enjoy it, but if I'm having a, how to say, I've got to defend the position. And again, the reason why I'm saying I've been looking and I've been having these comments with people back and forth is because I'm defending the fact I'm not trying to be dodgy. I'm defending the fact that we have QC in place, we have customer services in place, we have that in place. If we have it in place, it means that we are not, that I have to explain myself, and that the reason we're doing that is because it's a bad impression and it's an unfair one. It's not because we're trying to sweep things under the rugs. And as a result, that I have to vehemently defend this position. It means I'm going to have to fight with OGers, okay? And I don't like it. You know, Matthew Bingham, he's been a great supporter of us. You know, he turned around and said, you know what, this is making me not want to buy from you again. I'm probably going to be, my last one is going to be Mara and Yoshi. You know, that makes me sad. Of course I'm not happy about that. You know, it is what it is. I have to defend the position that I'm in, which is why we did it. It's not because we're trying to be dodgy. And I understand the reasons why you guys like it, or at least they like it in particular, is because just on the off chance, they like to see that, right? And I can appreciate that, but again, there's no off and on things, right? There's off and on things, right? But the reality is, the group, let's go back to the group, right? Why was it set up? Did I go on the 8th of January 2016? Oh, yes, here is a button. It says create group. And I'm gonna click this button because what I'm gonna do is I have a master plan. And this master plan is I'm going to create a community, and I'm going to allow freedom of speech, and I'm going to do this, and everyone can do whatever they want, and, you know, I'm going to do that, right? I pushed the button because I didn't know what the fuck the button was. Ooh, shiny red button. Push the button, right? And I created this group. Didn't even know what was going to happen. 2.5 years later, 60,000. Happy accidents, Chocks. Can we do more of those, please? I like happy accidents, right? That is what happened with the group. I just created it. Now, how do people view the group? Why was it, you know, why was it set up? I think you're absolutely right. It hasn't been defined. And over time, it's become more and more defined. And as it becomes more and more defined, it means it becomes more and more restricted because there are special, it becomes more about a more focused thing. At the beginning, it was a free-for-all. You post that, you post that. There was no rules. We've got some admins, etc., etc. There was no rules. As we got bigger, things have to change. Oh, OG is like, oh, the community is not, it's not about the community anymore. It's not about, I don't even know what it was supposed to be about in the first place. It just sort of evolved and it became this and became that until the point where, as critical mass got bigger and bigger, rules had to be put in place. Could you say it's death by 1,000 cuts? Maybe. I just see it as refining the experience I want to have for this piece. Will you say this is a community, or will you say it's a glorified advertisement for the company? You know what? Label it how you want. I don't really care. I'm here to give things. And the first thing is, do you give a shit about what we're making? Do you want to see sneak peeks? Do you want to see what's happening behind the scenes? This place is for you. Do you want to see potential products being made for licenses that you like and you want to rally for them? Come back on Fun Day, right? This club is for you. Are you interested in feeding frenzies, extra points coming over there, you know, product announcements, and giving feedback on our sculpts? This is for you. Do you enjoy being able to directly talk to us, the management of the group, or, you know, of the company, to have real impact, to be able to shape products like Snake? This is for you. If you're looking for a place to have a chit chat about, oh, the weather, hey, have you checked out the Super Bowl this weekend? Hey, you trying the latest video on this and that? Sorry, this group is not for you. That is not what this group is about, and it's been defining it and refining it over time. So you have to ask yourself, what is the point of this club? Do you see that? All those things that I mentioned, do you see those as things that are just company, you know, a glorified advertising company? Sure, fine. Of course, we're here to sell product. Do you enjoy seeing other people's products? They're receiving them, they're showing their collection, how they're displaying it, you know, that sort of stuff. That's for you as well. All I can say is, those for me are the parameters of the group. How you wish to view that, if you feel you're being stifled because you can't do this and you can't do that, you can't talk about after sale prices, you can't talk about QC problems, you know, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about that. If you find that restrictive and therefore you're not interested in the other stuff, this group isn't for you. And that's fine. You know. That's all I can say is we do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And you know, feedback is not blocked by me, Aaron. I'm very happy to listen to any feedback on the company itself, on our products, in terms of you know, on the sculpt stuff. But if you have something that only CS can help you with, no problem. Contact CS, please. Go through the proper channels. The club is not for that. The club is not supposed to be an extension of that. Now, there's one thing, Chocks, that my dad always said to me. When I went to my dad and I said, Daddy, I know I got an F in that test, but so did everybody else. He goes, I don't give a shit about everybody else. I only care about your result. But Daddy, everybody else got an F. He goes, no, I don't care. We're not the only company that does this. To be clear. It's not like we trailblaze this. Other companies, other groups, Now, again, I know we can be judged by ourselves, right? But we're not the only people who do this. For your reference, it's not not commonplace that something that is an official spokesplace of a company deals with things like this, especially in in the statue community. That's what we're talking about. And again, does that mean that's justification? No, but I don't need to justify it any more than I've already done so. I'm not using that as a justification. Other people do that. I'm justifying it the way I've justified it already. So, there is a couple of things that has come out of this that I think is quite interesting. Phil comes back with a response you're not happy with. How can we escalate it? That's something that was quite interesting, Chocks. With the voice is, oh, I can't bitch in the club about it anymore, right? I appreciate that they, DMing me is a one way that people sort of, sometimes if Phil's not done something right or Brenda's not done something right, people will DM me, they'll PM you. Right? I can understand that. It's not really official. We're checking our PMs and all that sort of stuff. I'm not saying it's an open invite. Oh, escalate every single case to Alex and Chocks. But maybe there should be something that's like an escalate button that's a bit more formal. This has come out of this conversation where people aren't happy with the responses that Phil's given, what it may be. Brenda's all right, Chocks. Right. There's a button that you can push that says.
Been reading.
Right. Okay.
Been reading.
Has there been any?
I've been reading again and again.
Has there been anything that I need to?
It's like during the stream. Normally during the stream, everyone types like 3 to 10 words.
And now they're giving you essays, are they?
I'm really trying to focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey Brighton, you're absolutely right. I told you at the beginning I didn't even know what this group was. And the difference is, this group is 60,000 people, right? So that's the difference. I fully agree that we didn't know what the rules were at the very beginning. And if we'd done it from the beginning, I totally agree with you. But I didn't know what the hell I was doing when I clicked that button. So it's just the evolution and the straw that broke the camel's back. So that's why it's happened. It's cold and calculated. It's cold and calculated. Not really. It's not cold and calculated. It's a reaction because of what I'm seeing on a constant basis that inexperienced people that would be collectors are turned off by this. So why should I allow it? For what reason? But this should have been foreseen. Sorry, mate. I'm not omnipresent. I can't predict the future. I didn't see it. So what do you want to do? I didn't see it. What do you want me to do about that? What do you want me to say about that? I can't. How am I supposed to react to that?
Can't. No one person on earth can foresee everything. I can't foresee.
Come on, Brighton. Can you be a little bit more realistic? Yeah. You should have foreseen this from the beginning. Sorry, mate. I've been busy doing other things. I didn't know this is where I was going to be. It's only because this club has gotten bigger and we attract. I didn't know that we would become the first. I didn't know that we would be doing PVCs in the future when I started to do the club. I didn't know that it was going to bring new potential customers into our group that have never had resin experience. I didn't know that. I thought every person who was in here was going to be original collectors who already got it, who knew it. That's not the case. As you know, there's a lot of window shoppers in our group. A lot of people say that there's not much activity. There's a lot of window shoppers, right? I don't see that it's particularly controversial.
You should have foreseen nobody end up picking up All-Star Kirby.
Go back to sleep.
I'm gonna get some snacks.
You're feeling a bit knackered, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why. Just kicked in.
So, James, I'm not answering any more about this. I'm saying I've spent 40 minutes on it already, mate. You and I have been going back on this ad nauseum. And as I was saying before, I don't enjoy it. You've been a big supporter from us from the beginning. I don't enjoy it. But as I said, it's either on or off, my friend. But, you know, what has come out of this is that the whole idea of having an internal review process, I think that's probably a good idea. Because, you know, Phil could be sitting there going, I'm the king of CES. I can choose if you get a replacement or not. You can't touch me. I'm the king of it. You know, maybe he could be doing that. But the comments from people are saying, you know, he's been a pleasure to work with, etc., etc. But there might be the cases where he gets it wrong, right? And how can we have them escalating it in a more formal manner rather than just PMing us on Facebook? That's something that I saw from there. I think that needs more exploration. I think that's something interesting. There might be something else, which is, you know what, you know, the whole idea of if there's something like the leaning Kirby, fighter Kirby is an issue, that we should do a, you know, an announcement. Hey, we did an announcement before. I didn't need to see your I didn't look at your F4F CS threads about fighter Kirby. It's just Phil coming to me and saying, Alex, we have a problem with this one. We're getting a lot of open tickets on this for something where our replacements will not cover it, right? Phil came to me and said that, and then I discussed it with the team and said, okay, we have a problem here. And then I made a post about it. I didn't shy away from it. We handle it. We handle our business, and we do it, and we look after the customers. We're pro-customers in that regard. We're not going to sweep it under the rug. We'll step up, we'll man up. Hey, it's happened in the past, and we've dealt with it. We're still here. It's been an expensive lesson. We're still here. We're still here talking about it. I'm not here to shy behind things. I'm not being dodgy here, so that's the point. If it's all the whole idea of like, oh, you're doing it because you're being dodgy, it's just not the case. And that's the reason why I had to stay up, go through every single post, reply to every single person, and get all the feedback, understand all of that. Yeah, VGM says, my only thing is the ability to go above CS when the repeat is, you know, that for me though, that's a completely separate issue to being able to post in the club, because that makes no difference either. Is there anything that I need to, is there anything in particular that I need to, in the threads, like, need to reply to?
In the comments?
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to...
So, you know, I've talked about
Everyone's
this.
saying, oh yeah, let's move
Get on with it, yeah.
I want to talk about, I want to hear about statues.
Right, okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. Look, and so what I'm trying to say about, like, if there was something that was, like, a problem with, like, Sifgate, Kirbygate, whatever it would be, we don't shy away from it. We'll post something in there. Hey, guys, you know, this is something that we found out. You know, we'll deal with it as we've always dealt with it.
Just, yeah. Dude, if it, guys, I mean...
Marcus, why on earth would we create a CS group? We're not checking it. All right, are we moving on then? Yes. Can we dusted, zzz, underline? Everyone's had their piece. They've understood. James, are we cool? Matthew, are we cool? I don't even know if you're on the stream, but are we cool? You know, I respect your point of view. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. The light switch is either on or it's off. I'm sorry I put down your you know, of course. Everyone in your poll is going to be like, yeah, of course. For you guys, I appreciate it's better for you guys, but it's worse for us. Alrighty, let's move on. Finally. I've just been talking about that, haven't I? You are tired.
Is it a new one? I don't know.
No, those are the new rules, Chocks. You know, and the reason why I posted about the FDL heads was the point is we manned up for, you know, you're talking about Kirby Gate. You know, before there was FDL Gate, FDL head gate, right? But, you know, we dealt with that the way that we dealt with it and stepped up back then, and that was before the group, and you know that's the point. And I'm just trying to highlight that we're not trying to be shady. We're not trying to be dodgy. We're not trying to step up. We're not trying to ignore people. And, you know, I've seen it when companies don't reply. It's frustrating. You know, and they ignore customers. I'm not trying to do that. Oh, indeed. Sneak attack by CHOCKS mini review. Snack review.
Oh, okay.
You've been munching away, but you haven't been reviewing it.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Wow. Look at that.
I think I need another Red Bull.
You need a... Oh, you got...
I've got another one, yeah. Thank God.
Well, guys, yeah, have a look at it. Got a few here. So this is called Sugar Spice. All right.
Sugar and spice.
I don't think it's that. Is that
That's an and symbol in the middle.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I actually.
Oh, it's not, is it? It's like
I've actually been to this store. So, guys, if you ever go to Taiwan, if you ever get a chance to go to Taiwan, hit these guys up. Look at that.
Wait, they're not going to hit them up unless you've given this a glowing report. If it's rubbish, why are they going to hit them up? So you need to...
Yeah, if they're rubbish, I won't say hit them up.
Exactly. So you're like, spoiler alert.
Maybe...
Spoiler alert.
Maybe they are rubbish. I say hit them up to tell them that CHOCKS sent me and said that you're rubbish. Right? So either way, I haven't given a review yet.
Right,
but anyways, if you ever go to Taiwan, check this place out. See it? Sugar and spice. And yeah, so basically it's nougat. Do you like nougat? Nougat, yeah.
I don't know. Can you say nougat?
Right. Nougat or nougat. So this one has what kind of?
It's got a softness to it, yeah.
It's a softness. It's right. It's chewy. It's a soft, chewy.
It's got almonds in there, yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good.
Oh,
yeah.
Spoiler alert! I knew it. I called it.
No, I've been there before, right? And they sell. It's known for selling these, and it also sells.
What else do they sell?
Like the pineapple cakes, strawberry cakes.
Are they also good? Is it generally a good company, or is it just these in particular?
Feng So, have you heard of it? Feng So, right? It's really, really nice. Nice, very snacks, and usually you can buy like a packet of them, and the packaging is like in pink, like the actual bag itself, and it's quite a popular destination. A lot of people go there if. You know, you go to places and you know that they're good for certain snacks, and this is one of the good places.
Is it nice and sugary? It's sweet. Does it taste sweet?
It's
okay.
Sweet, yeah.
I mean, I know I'm on the keto diet. I'm not allowed to have sweet things, but I've been getting such bitter and salt recently that maybe I need a little something sweet.
No, just try it. I mean, you've been to Taiwan, but I guess you didn't go for snacks and stuff. Well, it's very nice. I went for the beef noodles, so I wasn't on my keto. Let me open one and yeah.
So what is the review then?
So that's what it looks like out of the packaging.
Yeah.
Can I see that? Let me see if I can show you. So there's some almonds there. It's kind of like blurry, isn't it, right now? So there it goes. Boom. There you go. So you can see the almond.
Oh, I came back in.
Yeah. It was sharp.
It's got some nice crunch to it then.
Yeah. So it's chewy and crunchy. How?
Huh. Yeah. Huh. So what's the rating then? Everyone's waiting.
I'll give it an 8.
What's that? Is that overall on the list of things? Is that like top 10? Is that like in the top 5? Isn't it?
Top 5. It's been so long. I can't remember what I've been eating. But yeah, definitely up there.
I remember what you don't like. There was some chocolate that you didn't like. It was like
no, it was sweet.
No, there was some chocolate that you really hated.
Oh, there was chocolate I didn't like, and there was also that sweet that out of that dildo shape tubing.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I've never seen CHOCKS so enthusiastic before. I know, right?
But I can't post this in the club, guys.
Take your CS somewhere else. Hey, Daniel McKenzie. Mini Aku Akus are going to be coming sooner rather than later. We wanted to make sure that people receive their crashes first so they can understand when we show them. They can look at their crash in their collection and go, oh, okay, now I get it. Did you just say dildo shaped? Says Carrie.
No.
But there were a couple of other good comments that came out from there was, if people have issues with their product, there should be a little leaflet that says, hey, have you got any issues? Please go and log into your account, open a ticket and we'll look, see what we can do to look after you. That's a great suggestion. Slip that in there. Cool. Welcome back, Justina. Alrighty. So again, not just the death by 1,000 cuts is not just CS posts. Not just QC breakages, defects posts that I'm saying that you can't post. I'm also saying that, well, somebody else already said this, and I was like, okay, why not? CS basic post, which is, when is this product coming out? When is Bowser coming out? When is Variosuit coming out? When is this coming out? When is that coming out? To stop those related posts as well. They're more general posts, but they don't do, it's the same questions asked quite often. And I can understand that. People are looking forward to their product coming out. They don't have the information. It's probably easier to just, can they be bothered to ask the club? Can they be bothered to open a ticket and ask? I'll tell you what, I'm in Facebook anyways. Boom! Hey, FRF OCC. When's this coming out? So we said that we want to remove that. It was a bit sort of spammy because it doesn't really do anything, but it wasn't really anything but the same sort of questions, and it put people off. So again, this is about the FRF experience, the OCC experience, about what I want that to be. As I said, I want it to be about X, Y, and Z, and you're going to find that I'm putting emphasis on the things that I believe that there's more emphasis on, and you're going to find as a result that the community aspect of it goes down because it's down on the list. I'm sorry, that's the way it's been tailored to. And as I said, there's plenty of other groups that if you want to have more of a community-based general stuff, that's something that can be done out out there. So I know some pretty BS places that could be, for example, right? So going back to the whole fact that there are X, Y, Z and stuff, I want to tailor the FRF OCC experience to be how I want it to be tailored. And as a result, removing those posts about asking about shipping here and there, it meant that would mean that how do we, part of just like, all right, we're not letting you do that, but also try to be a little bit more open with the information so people know what's going on. And so what I created is a section in the shipping calendar on the right-hand side, which has 4 sections. The first one is items not yet in production, production started, painting started, home stretch. Okay? At a glance, you'll be able to see that you look down the list of things that aren't in production. Why are you bothering to ask me about when that product's coming out when we haven't even started production yet? Will be the reasoning, would be the thinking, right? You would think to yourself, okay, this product is not yet started, therefore I can't give you an answer when that's going to be ready because it hasn't started yet.
I can just imagine this creating even more questions.
Why? Have you seen it? What I'm talking about. You've seen it, yeah?
So why is it on that list? How come that one had pre-order much earlier than that one, but that one's on that list? Or that one's on that column. It will create more questions.
Hey, look, we're just being open with what we're doing, and we said that when we go into production, the reason why we do this is because we need to go to the factory and let's choose a factory, right? At the point that we're going to pre-order, okay? Let's just be clear about something. We go to the factory at the point we're going to pre-order, and we select what factory is going to do it. They make the counter sample, or we know we're going to go with that factory because they need to give us the price, and that price then drives the SRP. Blah, 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 blah. We choose that factory at the point. But we don't know what their production schedule is going to be like in 3 months' time, 5 months' time, 8 months' time. Variosuit should have been finished last year. It hasn't been. So that pushes everything back for those that were already dedicated to those places. So you might find that, okay, the other groups of factories have finished things quicker. The Spike factory, the Crash factory, they've done things quicker. All of a sudden, we'll take something that has been not yet assigned to a factory and place it in that factory, all of a sudden bypassing products that the sequential order, because the ones that were going to go to product factory A, the factory A has been delayed. but it's already been assigned there. We can't move it from there because we've already done the SRP, figured it all out based on working with factory A. That's the point. Now, if you find with Ornstein, right, Chocks, we moved it from factory A because that's the Variasuit factory and the Bowser factory, and then they were going to do Ornstein. Right now, Ornstein's really deep in production. That's only because we pulled it from factory A and put it into factory B. But we did that, but the price is much more expensive at factory B. But we pulled it into there because we could see that factory A, that we base our SRP on, is going to take longer and longer and longer and longer to make it. And as a result, people are going to wait longer and longer to get their pieces. You know, we put that up in April, you know, January of last year. But we moved it to factory B because, you know, we're trying to speed the process up, and that's the point. Okay, E3 badges. I'm going. Haven't been since 2006. I walked around with a flyer at FrevTop. On this flyer, you get 15% off Skull Kid, 15% off Variasuit. Both Variasuit and Skull Kid, $100. 15% off, $85 if you have the flyer.
How many did you print? How many did you take?
I'm not sure. You get, you know, and people are like looking and going, what? Who? This is like really, this is like 2006. Like, I've been in we've been around for 3 years. I don't know how long we've been around now.
That was your first portable convention.
Right. I've been around for 15 years now, and people still don't know who the fuck we are. So at 3 years, going only for 3 years. I'm like, we're around forever. We've been doing it for 3 years. Yes, Randy, absolutely. If things take longer, they will say that the factory, you know, the prices of the labor has gone up and the exchange rate has changed unfavorably, and therefore they put up prices. I mean, I can't begin to tell you how many price increases there have been on Variasuit just by time and how difficult it's been to make and all that sort of stuff. Unbelievable. Kanako forwarded me a message. Someone in 2013 said, make a Mario and Yoshi. Well, all good things come to those who wait. You got your... He replied and said, oh my god, you made it. Thanks for taking up my suggestion. You know, you're right. It was your suggestion, my friend. Sekiro, do you want it? There's a poll out there. Vote for it. Nito's been kicking my ass. Left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. Nito's been kicking my ass. It's all about how to do the hair. And how do we do it in a way that it doesn't look lame? It's proving to be difficult. Until we figure that out, we're not doing the grand scale bust. Nito, bones everywhere. You would have seen that. Check out that as a little tease. There's a video about the OCC back in 2017, I believe it was. We had a bunch of people. It was March 2017, I believe. A bunch of people just sort of say about their OCC experiences. I wish I could get them back in and go, how about your experience now? Oh, it's terrible. It's restrictive. It's not about the community anymore. All right. Maybe I won't invite them back on, but you know, it was quite fun to see it because it was like, you know, we had Jessica, lovely admin. She was like, was she an admin at that time? I'm not sure. Not sure.
Don't think so.
Sort of posting about, you know, talking about her experiences, and she was like, oh, I'm looking forward to Phoenix, right? You know, what people are looking forward to, right? And you know, obviously we've done that, and then there was Craig, he was like, oh, I'm all interested in Berserk, etc, etc. That was cool. That's very cool. I did a video on someone, you know, Rogue Trooper is something that I've forgotten about a long time ago, 2000 AD. We actually manufactured that for them. They actually provided us with the sculpt for that, and then we manufactured that under license. That's a long time ago, and I completely forgot about it until MJP reminded me. I forgot to post the Aku Aku and Skull Kid production videos. I've now shown you guys the Aku Aku videos, so you would have seen the, you know, exclusive, the golden version, and it's got this sound effect that you can now do
Shovel Knight, you said you've forgotten to post the Aku Aku Mat and Skull Kid.
SK. What is it?
There.
Miguel? Sorry, I meant Shovel Knight. I will show that. I didn't want to just do them right after each other. That's sitting on there. It's been there for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, however long ago it was. I'll post that, give it a bit of time, because I'm the one who's got to do all of that. I've got to upload it to YouTube. Okay. A few behind the scenes videos. What when you talk about that, Orny spears painting, people were like, "Oh my god, that's a little bit bigger than expected." You can see the sizes on the hands. Aku Aku painting the feathers. Yep. Sonic versus Chopper. Shout out to GNF for posting those. Ami LSB, some stuff on there making. Bowser as well, production video. You know, and then a bit of painting on the golden Aku Aku. So, you know, a bunch of, I sort of stopped doing it for a bit. Let's focus it on more about the products, less about the drama. Yeah, that's why I was, not that's why, but, you know, let's start posting that. Because there was a whole time during Chinese New Year I just stopped doing it, right? Because there was nothing happening. Yeah. Before Chinese New Year, I was getting, you know, every day is something like that, right? And then during Chinese New Year, nothing happened. And then I sort of stopped doing it. Then I sort of stopped doing it until I was like, oh yeah, I used to do that. I'll keep on doing it now. Let's do it.
Right, so guys, Easter. It's still, upcoming Easter. Theme, Easter theme. Guys, if you remember, our admins have been chit-chatting behind the scenes, trying to work out some, some fun stuff for you guys to do in the club. And it's been a while since we did a photo contest. So the photo contest that's been going on right now in the club, that is still ongoing. We feel there hasn't been much traction on that because maybe a majority of the members in the club have become friends with Alex and Peggy and myself. So maybe admins posting that is not getting a wider reach. But so Peggy has reposted the photo contest. With regards to guys, be creative. If you have a statue or you don't have a statue, have it kind of a Easter theme to it, and then submit that to Matthew Sharp. Just read the rules of the post and then follow that. And we'll have some entries, and then we'll do the voting, and then pretty much like the previous photo contest where the top 10 people will win reward points. So so this week Peggy has bumped it up.
Oh, did she? Good.
Yeah, and then I'll bump it up next week as well. So hopefully the guys on my friends list will pick up the notification, and hopefully we'll see some interaction from you guys.
Yeah. Was it how many points? 3,000 up for points. 3,000 points up for grabs. Yeah.
Is it 3,000?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Right. Other posts this week. So been busy in the office, and our wholesales guys has been busy as well. Making deals on his side, and we had some posts created on the main page, just to highlight that some of the F4F products that we have out in the wild, wholesales and retailers representing us as well. So it's kind of a nice shout out to the retailers there as well. And one of them is Big Bad Toy Store.
We're going to have a section on our website that's going to be about official distributors and retailers. Once we have, the new website.
Yeah. Okay. Good. If you've never heard of Big Bad Toy Store, do check them out. They've been established for quite a long time. Before I even joined F4F, I've personally purchased from them, and I can vouch for them as well.
Nice.
Their packaging is really, really good. They pack things really nicely and they ship that out.
That's great.
And they have, I never really need to reach out to their CS, but from what my online experience with those guys has been pretty solid. And now they offer, they've been offering for a while, but just want to highlight that they do statues from us, and do check them out. They do offer some pretty good shipping rate if you based in the US. So do check them out. All right. And the other post we made this week is BBICN. That is mainly based in China. They are very big over there. They go to conventions, etc. And you know, if you're Asian, you know BBICN. They have forums, etc., etc. They cover a wide range of statues and figures, and they hit us up and told us that, hey, they got a new flagship store in China.
So the monstrous, it's amazing.
And you know, we at the time we had the Mimic from Dark Souls. And Dark Souls is pretty popular in China, so it made sense for us to have Mimic there at the store, and hopefully China in Shanghai, with the collectors and anyone visiting Shanghai can check out stores. Because a lot of collectors, when they go on holiday,
they always where do I go to check out stuff? What's the local scene?
Where do I go and check out the statues and stuff?
You want the behind the scenes stuff? Shamshui Bo.
You
want the good stuff?
Yeah, you want the good stuff. Exactly. If you're ever in Hong Kong, just ask us where to go and check out the figures and statues. But yes, Shanghai flagship store for BBICN. So hopefully, like you said, on the website in the future, we'll have a list of, the
absolutely
good retailers that we recommend you go and check out. So because I guess for a lot of people buying it from retailers and whatnot, they have concerns of whether they're legit or not. And
absolutely, vouching basically.
Yep.
Alrighty, blog post jocks.
All right, blog posts. Mainly Emerald City Comic Con from last week. So once we came back from the event, obviously the guys at the show, they know what they saw, but a lot of guys not at the show won't know what happened. And you guys in the club would know what would have happened, because Alex posted videos and collector members also posted photos, etc., etc. But it's nice to do a little recap as well, so we can always go back and check them out.
Sure.
Like we always do with the Gamescom and the MCM. We keep a diary kind of thing.
Yeah.
So having this blog recap is quite a good thing to look back on.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys enjoy those recaps. Hopefully we covered something that you're interested in.
Sure.
Product lines or whatever it is. So, but majority of the attention was put on the announcements of the new stuff. So that is the Artorias grand scale and life-size bus, the Sonic TF PVC, and the All Mights from My Hero Academia. So we've been working hard behind the scenes trying to keep that hush hush. So hopefully it was a nice surprise for you guys to actually, and it's great for us to actually finally announce the My Hero stuff at the show, and continue on with the Sonic stuff, PVC, and moving on to something new with the grand scale bus.
Carrie, do you mean production companies? Do we make them in the US, or do you mean like we have warehouses in the US, if that's what you're talking about? I can't remember what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
Okay, King of the Ring. Shout out to Nana. Say, if you haven't seen, he's made this amazing tool that will allow for you to make your predictions. He's given an amazing step-by-step way to come up with your entries. So there is no excuse why every single person does not... There's no excuse for no one not entering the King of the Ring. There is 12,000 reward points up for grabs here. People who don't get it of what to do for 1, 2, and 3, no problem. Use Nanasei's tool. I've given a link on the top. He's given the links in the in the comments as well. Check it out. He's done a fantastic job. It's very, very clear how it's set out. Very, very easy. Fantastic job. Use that. Post your valid entry. It is amazing. 59 entries so far. We want to see more. Last King of the Ring number 3, there was over 100. Let's get much more for that. And it's not $120 only that is up for grabs. It's also the fact that that represents if you have 3,000 more points, if you get a 15,000 points, all of a sudden you get 10% back in reward points instead of 5% back in reward points. That is where we're at. You didn't know. Hi, Carrie. So you didn't know if it would expand further. What do you mean by that? Expand in what way? I know, right, Andy? I want more people. So well, actually, you say it's to upset me. It's actually I want more people to deny. To be honest with you, Kevin, wash your mind out. But I'm right with you. All right, Chocks. TTs.
All right. TT. Alright, just recap last week's or the last TT. The Spider-Man currently sits at 458 votes in total. 267 votes says yes, 191 says no. I don't think it has that much movement compared to the last time.
Sure.
Right, so this week's TT, Journey.
We did, Matthew. We keep plugging that photo contest. The Lord. Thanks, Kevin.
Right, the Journey. Journey, the Traveller. Okay, so currently 322 votes. 156 says yes, and 166 says no. So it's kind of neck and neck on that one. Next week's TT, Overlord. Alright, an anime one.
Nice one. So, Carrie, we're originally from the UK. We're a UK company, but we moved to Hong Kong to be closer to the production factories, which is obviously in China. So Hong Kong's a perfect base for that, to go and do that. In terms of our warehouses, we have warehouses in the US, Canada, Hong Kong, and Slovakia. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, Slovakia.
Yeah. And that basically allows for us to get into those countries to help the burden of tax imports for customers, so they don't, in those local areas, do not have to pay for those. We handle that for them. So that's how it's sort of been working. And in terms of how big the facilities are, they're just 3PLs, to be clear. We don't own the factory, we don't own the warehouses. They're third-party logistics. In terms of how big the sizes are, I don't really know, but certainly big enough to handle whatever we send them so far. They never said, "Oh, you can't send us anything because our warehouse is full." I've not experienced that before. You wait until we start shipping Bowser. Oh, hold on, we don't have enough space. Hold up. Yeah, UK company, we started this in 2003, so yeah, originally UK. I was in the UK at the time studying. I was at university when I started the company. Boom. Hey Michael, when will the website go live? Sooner rather than later, apparently. I'll know more next week.
Alright, hashtag winners. Last week's hashtag for a chance to win 500 reward points. Hashtag F4F boo-hoo.
Hey, that's appropriate for this week.
And I believe 4 winners.
Let's do this. CSNRAEHS. Have you got 2 of those? It could be you. Let's repeat that. SHEARNSC. 2 of those, and it could be you for a chance to win 500 reward points. 4 lucky winners. SSHCENRA. No. Last week's hashtag was F for F boohoo, not this week's. I'm saying it wouldn't be appropriate for this week's, but now that is thinking in the future, Chocks. You know that crystal ball? That was thinking in the future, not about the fact that I knew what the parameters of the OCC would have been the day I set it up. F for F boohoo being the appropriate one for this week. Now that's forward thinking, my friend. Alright, let's do this. Chase Sampson, winner number 1, congrats. Sina Honecker, Hohenecker, congrats. Winner number 2. Number 3 is Nathan Eldridge, congrats. And last but not least, Russell Arnie, congratulations. As Justina has got it right, hashtag FRF drama for a chance to win 500 all points chosen at random next week. Boom! Hashtag FRF drama, let's do this. Justina started it off. There we go. Hashtag FRF, deal with it. Hashtag FRF salt. Getting quite good at nailing it now. Getting quite good at like chasing it and nailing it. Congrats to all the winners, as you said, Tamara. Aldolfo says hashtag when is my statue coming? Please go to the shipping schedule or open a ticket with CS. Delete. Never a boring day. Keep you on your toes. That is what the club is to me. Have you got another snack review to go, Chocks?
No. No.
Well, I'm going to go for a strategic. Will you be in the gun? And I will be back soon.
Sure.
That's all the soup and
the drinks.
Absolutely.
I'm fine, good. I'm good, thanks. Alright guys, I shall be back very soon for the Q&A. Let me just post that link for you. Q&A. Alright guys, this is the Q&A thread. Just posted that in the comments. If you got any questions, please put them in there. I see last question entered was about an hour ago, so yeah, I see questions have been put into that thread. Quite angsty. It's all good. Hey Michael, you missed a hashtag. You got to put a hashtag in front of that word. Applications, Jason. Well, I believe I have replied to everyone. As in, thank you very much for applying. You know, your application has been noted. and then we will move on to the next phase and review it internally, etc., etc. So I believe I've answered every single one, unless there's new applicants, but I need to go through, collate all that information, and then discuss that internally. So it's still gonna take some time, because obviously there's other things happening at the same time. You know, preparing next launch, preparing, you know, other things that we missed out whilst we were away at the Emerald City Con. So we were away for about 9 or 10 days. So since we came back, we had to catch up on some of the stuff that we missed out. Isn't that right?
It is. You had one job to do, Chocks.
What was that?
Pin the bloody post and share it in the group. Oh yeah. I went to the toilet looking to like find it. It's not even there.
Oh, I shared it, but I didn't pin it. Yeah.
Did you share it?
I shared the
Okay,
stream.
you didn't pin it, yeah. So far you far down.
Yeah.
You sure you binned it? You sure you shared it?
I shared it. Shared it in the club, definitely. I said chit chat. Type search chit chat. It's your shitty phone, isn't it?
Alright.
Search chit chat. I didn't pin it because it's the GNF product. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it's almost done. It's just controversy anyway. It's just gonna be a bit of controversy. These questions, controversy. Right, here we go. Is it Q&A? Yeah, are you done?
See, Scotty's backing me up. He did it. I seen it.
You did what?
That I shared it in the club.
Oh, okay. I do apologise. There was me accusing you of doing something that accusing you of something that you weren't. Dodgy.
Kimberly, what do you mean? Or just messaged you telling you were interested in the position? Just touching base. I didn't get a reply, so just curious.
Oh, yeah? He's talking about the. I'm talking about the.
I'm sure I went through every single one. You know, to acknowledge the.
Oh, that's quite prepared.
Yeah, I know. I need to give you that. Should be. That's what I'm saying, guys. We've been away at Emerald City Con, so we missed out on at least 9 days worth of stuff that we need to come back and catch up. And everything is piled on top, so you know we need to go through this whole. Let me see. Jason. Huh. I got you down on the list. You sure I didn't give you a message? Oh, well, I'll give you another message.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Jake Mayer. What will the price difference be roughly between the GSP and the LSP? That is a great question. We got approval on it. We now need to start looking at the factories, which goes back to the point what we're talking about. What's the SRP going to be? It depends on what factory we choose, and if we choose that factory, we're going to go to that factory, and if that factory gets delayed, then it's going to delay that, and then what do we put it to another factory who then charges us more, etc., etc. Those are the sort of things that we have to deal with on a daily basis. We have not selected the factory just yet. I'm waiting for the quotes from a variety of different factories, and we'll see what is the appropriate factory based on their current timelines. It's not just about the price, it's also about the capacity. There's no point, as you see what we did with Ornstein, there's no point in being the cheapest if you don't have the capacity to make it. So there's a lot of different things that go into the selection of a factory for your references. So guys, I don't know what the price difference is going to be.
Guys, this room is not cold, so yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm not cold. It's just comfortable. This cushion, that's all. It's bloody hot in here. Sorry.
With it being released, just being released on Blu-ray, have you and Chocks seen the MHA movie yet? I've not had a chance to see it. Have you, Chocks?
No, I haven't had a chance to see it. I know it's that, and apparently, you know, there's going to be a sequel to the movie as well. So I know about the news and stuff. I know it was released on Blu-ray as well, but no.
I
ain't got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for it. We know that Breath of the Wild is focused for now, but do you think we'll ever return to Majora's Mask or OOT for statues? That's a great question. That is something that will always come up in conversations whenever we see the big end, and if they ever start turning their mind to focus on some retro, perhaps, but nothing for now. Stephen McNally, I can't see Spyro PVC on the shipping calendar for the UK. Are the UK orders being rolled in with the EU warehouse? Yeah, I guess so. I'm making that assumption. I don't know is the answer, but I'm assuming so. Are Mantis and or CD starting production yet? The answer is no. You can see from the list that it's not started production yet. Are they starting soon? I believe so. I'm supposed to go next week to check them out. For the Crystal Dragon at least, and Psycho Mantis is at the Alucard factory, and as you can see in the production schedule, the Alucard factory has it on its home stretch. So the answer is, you know, Psycho Mantis will be the next in that, and therefore we will continue to go with that. My hair, am I losing hair? My little bit of hair over here. It's the stress of dealing with all those about. Yeah. If I knew it was going to... Well, anyways.
Hey, Banner, am I the only one can't afford to get at least one collector figure? I think if you have a will, there is a way. Maybe spend a little less on other items. You know, if you're really interested in the item, I think... You know, like, okay, I don't know. I'm not sure if you're a drinker or a smoker or whatever it is. Like, I guess, you know, it's kind of like saying, oh, I can't afford this because I spent all my money on those items, right? On cigarettes or on drinks. If there's something that you want, maybe you spend a little, but just, you know, just tweak your, what's the word? Your lifestyle. Possibly. I'm not sure.
What was the question?
Am I
giving a life advice now?
Am I the only one that I can't afford to at least get one collector figure?
Ah, right.
And like
payment plans are your friend.
Yeah. This, when you say collector figure, there's like tons of figures out there in the world, from a couple of bucks to a couple hundreds to 1,000. So I think, you know, that's not an excuse. Yeah. You know, if you like collecting Legos, they're pretty, you know, price wise is reasonable.
CS has already sorted me out, but Snake SD is due Q3 this year. But on the system, my payment plan doesn't even start until September. Any reasons why? Can you ask? Can you put that on your list to ask?
Sorry, was it? I'm just looking at the reply from Banner because all money spent on diapers. I'm 27 with 3 kids.
Hey Banner, I'm 37 with 4. I appreciate that situation.
I hope you get to a point where the kids are all grown up, and then you have a bit more me time, right? Yeah. Or the kids will start buying new collectible figures.
Right. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So so
you just copy and can you just like snag Stephen McNally's third question and then ask that to Brenda, please.
What?
For number 3. That one over there. Thanks.
Snag the whole thing.
Tyler Cardwell, any updates on Ica Kickstarter? Got some things cooking. Randy, when can we expect the next website feature? The homepage. Soon. Giovanni Colmori, what is the next pre-order? Boom! And literally, that's correct. How many orders for gin would have to be placed to consider it worth making for a Champloo line? We want 10 gold bars. That's typically 600. Any chance we could get a Borderlands TT? Put it on the list, Chocks. Potentials. Jonathan Lopez, any updates on the Zero's new design? I mean, we've done some initial works, to be honest with you, and it's been looking really good, but it's been a little bit paused. I've just been working on something for the last couple of weeks that's going to make some changes, and it needs some time to go into place, but that's something that, you know, that's something that we can really look into. Once that's rocking and rolling, I'll be able to talk about it a little bit more. I don't want to sort of say anything until it is. I just want to say it's been in place for about 3 weeks now. And it's coming along great. There's teething issues, but it's going to be, for me, quite revolutionary if we can get that to work. And I'll talk about that more later on. If it works. If it doesn't, I ain't going to mention it ever again. Trevor James Davis. Any updates on Banjo-Kazooie? Nope. He's now awaiting his production schedule. Since I heard you guys have access to Disney characters and they just acquired Fox, would you guys be willing to do an alien statue at all? We don't have access to Disney characters. So, the answer is, I made something called Dread versus Alien, or Aliens, way back when. It was a little, I don't know if you guys have seen it, half an alien head, half a dread head, put together, and I made it maybe 10 years ago in the vault. Fun making it though, you know, making the front, you know, translucent, having the skull of the alien in there as well. I like, you know, I enjoyed making that. Emily Turton, will we be seeing Ivy Valentine up for pre-order late this year? Yeah, I think so. When comes a new Zelda piece? I don't know, you tell me. Will there be a Fister 82.0? Not anytime soon. What should I wear to the party I'm going on Saturday? A toga. Gabriel Indriago, what conventions do you guys visit in Europe? I want to see those stands. Boom! See you at Gamescom. Maybe at MCM. Where are you based, my friend? Let me see. Venezuela. Oh, it's from? Is that where you currently are? Adam James Meredith. Any chance for a Horizon Zero Dawn TT? I'm sure it's on Chuck's list. What are the chances of being converted if I jump on the Shunui X wait lists? Pretty high. And when does the winner of the X giveaway get announced? Once it's finished and it's in product, you know. Haven't you got a bunch of those to go through?
Yeah, I know.
I'll get Cheggy to do it.
She's got a lot on her plate as well.
Sure. Okay. Elaine Kennedy, is the Sonic Mania art giveaway still happening? Yeah. What's happening with that?
Starting on Monday. I was going to mention towards the end of the shout-outs, but...
Spoiler alert!
Well, this is the question. I might as well tell you now.
Yeah, go on then.
So from Monday, we're going to make a post on the main page. This is the plan, right? I might as well tell you the plan now. On Monday, we're going to make a post.
Write some notes down. Yeah, okay.
On Monday, going to make a post on the main page. All right? And the giveaway will be for one signed art print signed by Tyson. Tyson Hess. Or was it Hesse? I'm assuming Hesse. I was just, you know, sorry if I butchered your name, Tyson. So Tyson Hesse, signed by him, because obviously we met the guy at Emerald City Con. We had some back and forth emails before the con, but it was nice to see him face to face. And yeah, he was very nice to offer the art print, and we say, hey, let's offer it to the club members. So this is why we haven't been having this giveaway right now. So the giveaway will announce a sorry, the giveaway will start on Monday, and then we will announce the winner next stream. So the giveaway will run for 5 days, and we'll announce the winner on the Friday. And we'll most likely do a very simple giveaway, and that is a very simple step to win the art print is we'll probably create a gleam thing for that one, and then the usual stuff, sign up to Versatile Figures Club, check out Tyson's Instagram, Twitter, that kind of stuff, right? And then yeah, really simple, and that's it. So it's a week-long giveaway for the art print. And
nice
then,
one.
Yeah, at the end of the Gleam competition thing, we'll announce the winner during the stream.
Gecko and Games.
Yeah.
What holds the Mario and Yoshi statue to the base? Pegs. The Bead. Any update on the cheat code color Spyro PVCs? Submitting. Player 2 Shovel Knight isn't listed anywhere on the upgraded shipping calendar. Is he being worked on now? Oh yeah, he is. Good call. May we have an Alex posted King DDD poll? I thought I did do one. Or was it JB? CHOCKS still lists Spyro PVCX as up for order during the announcement segments, but he's actually been turned on waitlist for a few weeks. Is that waitlist a mistake or the announcement that's still available?
What? What in the?
Apparently he's on waitlist. Sneaky put in waitlist. I thought, what happened to the last chance weekend?
What?
That's lame. Can't just do that. There's a whole bloody rigmarole we got to do.
We'll put it on the waitlist then.
That shit shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, Sonny just put on waitlist, didn't he?
Alright, I'll make a note of this.
Brandon Wolf. Any updates on Blue Shovel Knight shipping or the next in the line? So yeah, absolutely. Blue Shovel Knight is deep in production. I'll do a video. I've done the video and I'll upload it soon. In terms of the next in the line, will be Chain of Momentum, I believe. But that's just a color variant. In terms of the others, would you like to see Shield Knight, Spectre Knight? Let us do maybe a poll. Now, CHOCKS, shout out to Yacht Club Games. They have something new coming.
Ah, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very good. You seen the trailer?
I haven't had a chance.
It's
I just saw the.
It's very, very good. It's kind of like, obviously the game was kind of a solo effort,
Right.
and then I believe the story is a solo effort, and then Yacht Club Games reach out to the developer, and then obviously with Yacht Club's games experience in 8-bit style platform, the whole Castlevania, Donald Duck, Mega Man type of style gaming. It kind of very similar to the new one, and the game's called Cyber Shadow, and very cool if you like ninja games with a bit of like kind of Mega Man, Mario platforming action type of stuff in 8-bit style, graphical style. Yeah, check it out.
Cool. Yeah, shout out. Chelsea Harris, good evening. Hope you guys have recovered from jet lag. He's getting better, but he's not recovered yet. Any updates on what will be happening with the mini CDs? Yep, we're working on them right now. Will there be any different color than the ones? Yeah, I think they will be. Any hopefully Tee-Hee updates for Dead Space? I remember saying late last year they would look into it until next year, and this is next year. Vegas, if we were to look into it. Since Al is in production yet, is there any possibility to look into adding a mouth or two for Pride's base on the DE? This was mentioned by many I don't recall any official word from you in this. Yeah, no, I haven't said anything official about that.
And the message is working for you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As for your question number 3, I'll look into that. No guarantees. Brie Edwards, hey guys, hope you had a great weekend. Any updates on how Oki is doing? No. One of our 3D artists has been away for a month. Should be back on the 1st, so we can resume. And if there will be a Chibuteratsu, you know, we've been working on that in terms of the 3D. We're gonna, but first finish off Oki first. Any chance of a transistor TT? CHOCKS, is it on your list?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure. I've seen it before on Fun Days and all that stuff.
Andre Mark, will you make a Resident Evil 2 remake Leon versus Mr. X fighting scene where Mr. X is holding up Leon by his throat? Well, the answer would have been yes if you were in the club, but you left. Sean Faith, I would like to see what you guys do with Tiamat from Dungeon. I remember that dragon. It's mental. From Dungeons and Dragons. Let me see. I made a mistake. Tiamat, I'm pretty sure. Aye. I do like dragons. No plans. Miramisi. Any updates on the validation times will be fixed for our Banjo pre-orders? When it's time to assign them, I guess that's the sort of deadline. Tamra Weatherby. I hope the numbers on Phoenix Wright are getting better. Let's have a real-time look, shall we?
Philip, yes, the next Sonic Boom are gonna be amazing. No teasers though.
It's already been teased, hasn't it?
Has it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. We didn't tease it.
No, it was at GNF's booth somewhere.
Really?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. I'm thinking, did they?
Ooh, Phoenix Wright.
So yeah, Philip. So you seen the Robotnik and Metal Sonic, and the modern stuff. Sure has been a while.
Ah, yeah.
Quite a while back.
That's a modern one.
Yeah, that's a modern one. That's a modern one.
When it comes to looking whether or not Phoenix is going into production or not, I'm going to do all the information. But I'm happy to see that there's been, you know, 10 new orders in the last month. Happy. How many cancellations though?
Hey Amir, that's what's up right now on the website. Available to pre-order right now.
Nice. Welcome, Amir. Ricky Pullinger. Is it Pullinger or Pullinger? Let me know in the comments. What are the chances of Warp Star Cubby being voted? How many more gold bars are needed? I wonder if I look up that, I want to see if we've had any orders from the Seattle-based area. Items ordered. Let's have a look.
What? Phoenix Wright?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Warp Star Kirby.
Warp Star Kirby.
I'm gonna see the locations. Let me see.
There's your answer, guys.
Chris Harrington. You know, Warp Star Kirby is not going to be voted. Chris Harrison, sorry. I would be interested in a SOCOM related statue. What are your thoughts? Hey, if you're into the military shooters, all that sort of good stuff, go ahead, rally the fans, see if there's enough like-minded people, and then who are we to deny the voices of... Oh, wait a sec, that's what we always do. I mean, who are we to... We'd like to be the vessel of creating that for you.
SOCOM games.
Yeah.
I remember playing this.
Yeah? Yeah. Josh Derochowski. Any more general PVC Nation updates? So, you know, Ami PVC is going to be the next one. All Mites, Sonic TFs, Ornstein SD. Have we announced any other PVCs apart from those four?
Come again? What's the question? Any more general PVC?
Yeah,
stuff?
Ami PVC.
Ami PVC, Ornstein, Sonic TF, All Mites.
All Mites.
Do we count things that we announced already, like Mega Man? Yeah.
I mean, Mega Man's about to be finished for printing very, very soon.
Haven't missed anything away.
I think that's what we've announced so far, I believe. Hey Amir, thanks for rallying for it. I appreciate that.
Oh, there's
Banjo.
Banjo, yeah.
We haven't sort of got to that stage yet, so we should look to do that.
Any Spyro?
Oh yeah, Spyro PVC. Spyro 2. That's deep in painting stage. He loves the accessible FRF quality, so he's a PVC Nation member. Appreciate that. Damien Francouz. If you ever open a flagship store, where would that be? Akihabara. Where would it be?
Really?
MK.
Oh, I thought you would say, oh, here in Chunwan.
So
you can go. Yeah. So it'd be like a flagship store, stroke cafe, like a
keto cafe.
Keto cafe. And then you and John will go there for your coffee.
That's true.
And you go for your lunch.
Don't even drink coffee.
John does, and then you go there for your
my water. Where would it be? It's a good question. Akihabara?
Yeah, just gaming center, figure center,
Nice all
nice, yeah, they're all there.
Brenton Friedley, if you're a betting man, which I know you probably are. This guy's a betting man. Would you place a wager on the next Zelda piece coming up for PO before E3 or after? After. Joe Pedro. Hi guys. Do you have an estimate date for Sonic TF resin and Tails Sonic pre-orders? So if everything goes smoothly, the resin version of Sonic TF, I don't know actually. The PVC though, for his birthday. Sonic and Tails pre-order. I still haven't decided how soon after the resin. How soon after should the resin pre-order be? I'm really not sure. With Sonic TF resin and Sonic TF Sonic and Tails helicopter, I'm almost thinking that we go Sonic TF, get that out in the marketplace, and then do the resin.
So you're talking.
So then what we go
6 months later.
No, what I'm actually what I'm saying is Sonic TF goes up for pre-order.
PVC, Sonic TF PVC.
Yeah, in his birthday time, right?
Yeah.
Then we do Sonic and Tails diorama. 6 months later, right? During this time, Sonic TF goes into the marketplace, and then 6 months after that, we do the Sonic TF resin version, the bigger one. Checkpoint Sonic. I'm not too sure how soon they're supposed to be. Now, the first one we're going to experiment was AMI PVC, right? Normally what I would have said is, okay, 6 months later, we'll do the Sonic TF, the bigger one, right? But the problem is, we have the Sonic diorama, is the point. Hey Philip, I know you liked that, quite a lot of people came up to me and told me that they really liked that Sonic in that style, so we probably looked to offer a variant of that, actually. Desiree Tigson, any more works from Soul Calibur? Ivy first. Brenton, freely, can you please change the website to say credit card instead of Express, or something like Express? Just, okay, can you copy and paste that? Brenton's point. Down, that one there. Tell me to go through it with John.
Should have been. I thought it was mentioned that a long time ago. Express yourself. IT.
Justina Rin, what are your true feelings regarding overcrowded markets? Do you feel they could benefit or hinder FRF by taking them up, especially when it comes to the anime licenses? Before, it's like this. We did a lot of pieces, and we were very blessed to be in the game for so long, to then do a lot of product that a lot of people had never done before. The game has changed a lot now, and I've had to, as a result, not at the time expecting so, getting licenses that I believed were quite empty, but then a lot of new players joined the marketplace and it became crowded. As a result, I was placed into a situation that I've actively tried to avoid before, which was going, head to head with other companies. It doesn't do anybody any good, and it's I'm not a fan of that in terms of doing that. However, it's happened so often now, because there's so many new players in the market, that it's almost inevitable. To the point where I don't, it's got to the point where now I'm not actively trying to avoid it as much anymore. It's just more like, well,
just do it our way.
We're just going to do it our way. And as a result, I have no problem going into crowded markets. Just do it FRF style. If any, yeah. So that's my thought about that. So, no problems. I have no problems with that. Did you guys watch the Into the Spider-Verse? Jocks, you saw that, didn't you?
I didn't get a chance.
I didn't get a chance to see it. I've heard it's really good, so I haven't had a chance to see it.
I know.
Would you consider a PVC statue line for the movie? Absolutely. Shoutouts to Derek Baker right there, Smiley. He's number one. Shout out to him. What's going on, Chelsea Harris? How you doing, Brendan? Freely in the house. Do I not get a heart?
No, don't count.
Jesus. Chris Hildebrand Junior. How you doing?
Look, I didn't delete them.
You didn't boot me out of the club, yeah?
That's for spamming, yeah.
Lisa Wyckoff. Contact CS if you've got a problem, yeah. Lisa Wyckoff in the house. How's it going? John Kaustab, how you doing? We got Randall Todd Colpian. How's it going? Ryan Kessner. What? Britt Edwards. How you doing? We're gonna go a couple of rounds of who that? Who that? Put him up. And last but not least, Yvonne Horrocks back again with the blue heart. Much appreciated. Chris Hildebrand Junior. How close is Dracula's pre-order? We just got approval on the new head. That looks amazing. We're just gonna tweak the bat, change this, change that, and we're gonna get that all done. Will Death be available this year, or is it looking like next year? Maybe towards the end of the year, I would say. John Karlstab, I sent Alex a PM. You don't have to answer on the stream, but I would like to engage a further conversation with you about the possibilities. Hopefully something you'd be up for. Sounds intriguing. It's almost like it's like there's a present on the floor. There's a present on the table, and it's like I want to open it now, Chocks, but I'm like holding other things, and I'm walking the dog. I've got but I really want to see what's inside it. Now I can open inside it and like, oh, that's a nice present, or it's like a piece of dog shit. I'm scared to when I was a PM from someone that I'm like, what's in there? I don't know what's gonna be. It's like opening Pandora's box. You never know what's gonna be inside it. I'm like, want to go see what it is right now, Chocks. Should I have a quick look?
But you don't answer it.
I won't answer it, but I have a quick look about what it is.
You would have answered it by looking at it. Does that count as an answer?
It depends if we've already had a private conversation beforehand or not. Yeah. Otherwise, they can't see if you've seen it or not. Shall I or should I not? Can you have a look, Chocks? Shall I have a look?
Have a look at them.
Okay.
Because over the weekend you'll probably forget to look at it.
It's not just that I forget to look at it. I do get quite a lot of DMs, no doubt, and they all push everything down.
Yeah.
So if there are people that are waiting or expecting something from me, hit me a wave or something so it gets pushed back up.
Yeah, then everyone start pushing them up, then it gets pushed back down again. So it's
true.
It's like you're not going anywhere.
True.
Oh, John's on the stream.
He's on the stream, right? Okay. I don't see it.
I don't see it.
Oh, no, I see it. John, I had a look at it, and to me it just looks like Slack. Is that correct? I've never been on a Discord chart, a Discord place before. It looks like Slack. Is that right? It's not really something that I thought. I remain to be convinced on that, on how that would work in terms of looking at it from an official sort of capacity, for your reference. Alex Hughes, with the whole MHA being US only, at least for the time being, in the event that the license opens up for other countries, would the figurines that would have been up for pre-order go up for order second round down? Oh, that's a great question. That's a really great question, and that's a great question. I think the answer would probably be no, because it's going to be really hard to. It's going to be really quite hard to do that. To be honest with you, what I would do though is, if it looked like it was possible, we'd probably make a shitload of stock extra and not do the traditional. Okay, this is what the demand is, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take. We'd probably go. You know what? We're going to take a position and make a lot of more stock in the event that we get the license,
It's going to screw up the validation and stuff, isn't
it? Right.
Yeah, you open one pre-order, then another pre-order.
Yes. Right. So I think, of course, if we don't have the license at the time we go live, then unfortunately that's just going to be the case. But if we, so the way we'd have to do is just basically make more during the production run in the hopes that we would get the license, I believe. Amir, the shipping calendar doesn't mention Alucard regular hitting the EU. Do you know something about it? You know, Alucard, I'm assuming it's a sort of the same thing. Does Sunny normally separate the two?
The regulars and exclusives? I don't think it does. In some...
Maybe he does, yeah, I'm not sure. If he says Alucard X, then he should say Alucard Reg. Or standard, I should say. If he doesn't say it, he just calls him Alucard, then I'm assuming it's both.
It's both. Yeah.
Let me check.
It's both when he doesn't mention...
If he doesn't specify it, yeah.
Yeah.
Where the hell is it? Here.
Shipping.
He doesn't specify Alucard X or Reg, therefore they are the same, I believe. Michael Bohanek. I don't have any questions, so how's your week going? Pretty badly, mate. Thanks for asking. Bradley Chalabi King. Mario Yoshi DE base. Is it two pieces? Like, can he be... No. They are together. Ricky Bullinger. With the announcement of Borderlands 3, what were the chances of acquiring the license? I would kill for resin. You know, those has a really nice cel-shaded look to it, which, you know, I would love to give it that sort of treatment, that the kind of nose that we sort of experimented with All Might, to be honest with you. It is quite a striking look. Have to see how the TT does, if we ever do one. Unless you're Bucci. Does Slayer ST in the shipping calendar also include the Praise the Sun edition? I'm going to assume yes. Will you consider a battle damage All Might variant for the announced AF? It could be easy to repaint and buy the combo. It might be an easy repaint, but there's a lot of, you know, cuts on the t-shirt that has a, you know, a 3D
battle
look
damage,
to it.
A battle damage wouldn't be just a repaint. A battle damage would really
new molds,
be new scopes. Yeah, if you say a bloody version, then that's just paint slapping.
Right. Which probably doesn't make sense without rip stuff. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know. The answer is, let's see how the sales goes. It could be something that's possible. Samantanis. My question is, how can some loyal followers and customers who collect pins get one of FRF? I will pay for it and shipping. Hunt down Dabs. Get him.
Oh, how do you get one?
Perhaps hit up.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? You know, once, like I said, once we move over to the new studio, you know, we were thinking, you know, like doing this FRF OCC war. You guys sending us some stuff, pictures or whatnot, and then if we show it on the stream, you guys get a free shirt or a free pin or
like repeater badge.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you get free entrance to the National History Museum. Oh, awesome.
Only on Sundays.
Between the periods of 1 AM and 2 AM. That's a great point. Patrick Munchberg. Dear Ephra family, maybe this will be mentioned in the stream, but if not, how is the production of Ornstein going so far? Check out the videos. You can see it's in production, it's in the painting stage. How can you make sure the spear lighting of the X will make it safe to our doorstep? I can't guarantee anything. I can guarantee you though, if they all arrive broken, we'll do something about it. You know, that is what the shipping, obviously, polyfoam is there to do. They look incredibly fragile. No? The gaps will be made in, you know, the tubing is made in plastic, so it's not going to break. If Ornstein will not be ready to ship in the EU before Gamescom in August. Can I pick up my piece at the booth? I'm not sure I would take Ornstein again, to be honest with you. We took Ornstein last time, didn't we?
For display.
We took Ornstein, did we not?
At Gamescom.
Did we?
It was Mimic.
Hmm.
No, I don't think we did Ornstein. Did we? I think we did. It was right on the edge. Was it not?
I thought we did. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure we did. I always remember Mimic was there. I think it was next to Mimic, wasn't it?
Was it there? Damien on the stream said it was there. Just go check out the Gamescom picture.
There you go, it's right there.
Right on the edge, right?
Yeah. So I said it was next to it. It must be over there.
Yeah. On that corner. Yeah, I know. Do that again.
You can't. I tried. I looked. There you go. He's there, right next to me. What we got.
Yeah. Damien. I was always afraid to throw him down when I was helping you guys with the booth.
Yeah, I appreciate the help for that. Much appreciated.
Oh, nice one, Kelly. A lot of people have been receiving their a la carte, and a lot of them have been saying that it's bigger than they thought.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of them have been saying it's bigger.
So, you know, and also I'm seeing
please make Death small.
yeah, Death was like quite, I think that's a bit too much overkill, overkill. Who recently got it?
I don't know. No, Kelly said that she got an email for that.
Oh, right, okay, you're just saying you let them know
and
that.
That reminded me that people that posted say it was bigger than they thought.
Oh, you're supposed to be doing a bit about what people have been receiving. What's that?
What?
People have been receiving X, Y, and Z in the club. Thanks, Miguel.
I thought you were going to say, what would you do at FRFCS?
Ryan Cage. What would be the top 3 things you want a new member collector of the club to know about the company, about you? Number 1, we are super dodgy. That's why we hide all... Oh, no, wait a second. That's not right. Hold on. I would like them to know that... I'll tell you what, which I don't think people quite understand.
Top 3 things? Oh, my God.
That people... Again, I appreciate, obviously, what my dad said. I don't give a shit that everybody else got an F. Alex, you got an F. I appreciate what you're saying there, Dad, but let me just say... What I feel as a collector, impartial collector, that we are far more transparent than most others in our industry. Showing sneak peeks, or not necessarily sneak peeks, but no, that's not what I mean. Behind the scenes footage, being very, very clear about all our decision making, why we do it, all that sort of stuff, being upfront about those sort of things and involving, you know, the answers might not always be what you want to hear, but at least trying to explain it. That sort of interaction and two-way talking with the management of the company, is something that is unique to us, I believe. I could be wrong. At least what my understanding is, that is what I want a new person to understand, that this is not the norm. So if we take it away a little bit, the sense of entitlement that is there is a bit overkill if you knew what it was like in reality. That's number 1. It's not number 1, but it's one of the things. Or you say number 2 would be CHOCKS. What would be number 3? Another thing. Want them to know that I want to know whether or not Peggy's real or not. That's definitely part of the top 3 things. I don't even know. The third thing would be, CHOCKS, what would you suggest the third thing would be?
Is there a community where they can share thoughts and.
Hold on, I'll do it on the scene.
Yeah, I'm a newcomer. I was like, I want to share. I want to share my purchases.
I want the third person to know. The third thing I want people to know is we have loads of warehouses, right? And most people don't. We're a teeny tiny company, yet we have 5 warehouses around the world. Is it 5?
5.
Yeah, 5 warehouses around the world. That's not normal. You know, and we do that because we're really pro-consumer. We want to be helpful as much as we can. Most people don't know that. Not saying that you don't need to compare it to other people, but it's most people don't actually realize that we have warehouses local to them. And most people, maybe they've been on places like Miami, they've imported things in, right? And they get hit with fines, not fines, fines, import fees, whatever. They might be a bit surprised about that, or you're used to that. Canada's a great example. Not very many people have a Canadian warehouse. We used to send it from the US to Canada, and people, just across the border, because our place ProPack is right in the corner, right on the border with Canada, just, a couple of miles across the border. Boom! Far more expensive to send it, import tax, bada bing, bada boom. So, I would love people to know that, coming in for the first time. Those are the sort of things. Adam El Gamal, any Yakuza updates? That's it? Maybe he's not happy with a new direction.
It's a show one. No, maybe it's type 1.
True.
Yeah, what happened to the rest?
True. Maybe he was just going to edit it and get a chance to come back to it. Yeah. Not yet. The thing I'm working on is going to be tackling all that sort of stuff, and I look forward to moving on that. When we do, I already have an idea. Unfortunately, he's not had a chance to move from that onwards. MAD is loving the Canadian warehouse right there. Nice one, Ryan Cage. Oh! Thanks for the answers. Mario Yoshi is my first FF order. He's on the stream. That's great. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Eleanor, I've been looking into that more recently. Nothing to say, but I've been looking into it. Tyrant. Production video of Bowser's been put in the club. Make sure you check that out. In terms of the exclusive, what are you expecting there to be? We've already shown the update in terms of the angle down fire. It will be done when we're doing the production videos, etc., etc. James Tesk has a long thingy bob. It's not appropriate for now, of course. I have talked about my decision. I'll stick by it for 50 minutes. I think that's time to move on. As I said, I don't enjoy beefing with you. I know it's not personal. You know it's not personal to you. I have really appreciated that you've always been around, supporting us, being in the streams and all that sort of stuff. So, there's no, I'm not going to all of a sudden start reading whatever that is on there. Daniel McKenzie, what's the update on Crash Bandicoot CTR figure? Nothing to report. Tori Chavez, have you ever been approached by a gaming company to make collector's editions figures? Sure. Absolutely. Cool. Sometimes they're indie gamers. Hey, I got a Kickstarter campaign. Would love to see an FRF figure. Sometimes it's been, much more rarely, it's more like a publisher will come to us and say, is there something that you can do? But much more likely is us going to publishers, please, let us make it for you. It's probably usually how it goes.
Okay.
I'm not a proud man. I'm happy to get down on my knees. Please, can we?
It's like, there's got to be something that it's just natural. There's got to be something that you really want to work on, and vice versa. There's got to be some company that wants us to work on something.
Yeah, well, that would be an honor.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Definitely.
I appreciate that they think about us like that. That means that they might know about us.
But sometimes like timings and resources, and sometimes we would love to do everything, but sometimes we just have to skip the project or maybe revisit down the road.
Sure.
Yeah.
No problem, James. You've written out an essay, or shall I say a dissertation. You clearly know that's not the right time to write that out in a Q&A. And if there's some stuff that hasn't been addressed, no problem. I'll look into it afterwards. Feel free to PM me it, if you would so like. Randy Russo. It has been stated that other combos will have something extra with them. Is this going to be the same with all combos, additions, Alphonse? No, it has not been stated that. It just happened to be for the essential edition, and then we put that into the other combos just as a a thank you for the snakes, and that just happened to be like that. It's not a precedent, and therefore everything is like that. Michael Preston, did you ever guys think you would be able to acquire the license to do Pokemon statues? It's been 10 years. Maybe one time. I would love to do Final Fantasy VII. I would love to do Pokemon. I'd love to do... Those are the main ones that I keep talking about.
Dragon? Train Dragon?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But for How to Train Your Dragon, it's not been as so, obviously it's not that old. It's not been as like, okay, I grew up playing, I had, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, I grew up playing these, and I really want to do that from a personal point of view, right? Whereas when it comes to How to Train Your Dragon, it's more like, I believe that's something that would be strong in a club. Now, obviously I like what I saw, but it's not like I have that same sort of thing that I, obviously for Final Fantasy, for example, which I don't know how many hours it was.
As in, like, those were more further back when, and the ones like, the stuff you've been mentioned, they're more recent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing. A lot of people buy products usually because there's a lot of nostalgia associated with it. They remember their childhood. Hey, I remember when I started playing Super Mario World, X, Y, Z. Hey, that's why I'm interested in Mario and Yoshi, right? That's something that you get in your formative years.
They released the FF7 on Switch the other day.
Did they?
Yeah.
Nice. Updated graphics? HD?
No, the old one, I believe.
But not like a little bit sharpened or anything like that?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Brenton, freely, is there really a decent amount of RTSD exclusives left? Just seeing them in stock in their website. I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many we made. 2,000?
There's a way around it, and I believe that's what Brenton was using. You type in a high number on the quantity until you get to a point where you're able to put it into the basket.
Sneaky!
Yeah, some websites have that to determine how many quantity, but whether it represents the true number is another question, depending on the back end.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I believe there is quite a lot of stock there. Danny McKenzie, would there be any God of War TT? I had the pleasure of working on God of War when I was working over at Gaming Heads, so that's still with them. They're doing a great job with it, so I'm leaving that with them. Obviously, that's theirs, and that's their thing. So, as I said, I already got to express my making with it. I would love to, but there's I've already been very fortunate to be able to do and flex those creative muscles with that already. So I had a great time working on those. Boom! Who dat? Let me see it. Hit that word test. You want to make sure that your words appear on our screen. Doesn't matter if you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook. Whatever comes up first for the winner has to be based on what comes up in our stream. So let's do this. 2 winners to be chosen for who dat?
Did you get the reward points during last week's?
Did I not tell?
Maybe not.
Maybe I didn't. Okay, Chocks. This is what I want. Okay.
Okay, that one, top right, yeah?
Yeah.
Easy. Easy, guys. Easy. Two winners will be chosen for a chance to win up to what? 8,000?
What's the point of even saying it? We're going to run away at number 1.
8,000 reward points. Test.
Test 2. Testosterone. How is it?
Eh?
God.
What? Oh, yeah.
It's not appeared. God, so lame. How are you feeling, Chocks?
Oops.
Why the hell is it not downloading?
Did you not download it? Saved it?
Sorry guys, I've got this image strip. Ugh. All right, we're just gonna. Oh God. All right, it's gonna be really easy now. Because I can't seem to zoom in.
Really?
Okay. Who dat? Oh, Underdog Pal. Did we send you your reward points, Ricky?
I was gonna say no. You promised me double.
Who dat? Oh shit, it's all coming in.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's all like mashing up.
Oh, that's fine.
You can't see the other ones. You gotta look at all the other places as well, right?
Can you see it? The messages go down.
Who dat? It's like crashing.
Or maybe just delayed.
Who dat? Nice one, Chocks. Yeah, that person there. Who dat? Who that? That's a bit easier. You're gonna make it really easy now. You're gonna really get it now.
Who?
Who that? Yeah. There you go. Jarko and Marcus. Lara Croft. Jarko and Marcus. Do you see them?
No, not on mine.
Okay, it's these guys over here. So JARR. Is it JAKK? Let me just freaking move this up. Which is like sort of crashed. And Marcus. Phew. Okay, hold on. Here we go. So. What Squidbilly also said Lara Croft. Let me see, just make sure we have it over here. Here you go. Marcus. Here.
Oh. Marcus. Marcus.
Yep.
Fuchs.
Yep.
Fuchs.
And a little bit higher up there was. Here you go.
JAR.
Jarko. Ivalanti. Ivalanti. Let's do it. You're up first. You got it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. I don't believe he's done it before. I don't believe Marcus has either.
No.
Let us know if either. Oh, have we got some lucky beginner's luck going on here?
Well, Marcus has. Marcus Fuchs.
Has he? Are you
Yeah.
sure about that? Oh yeah. Reached level 3 and died.
I don't think Jarko has.
Marcus, does that make you a little bit more willing to go further, or be happy with you if you get 500 points? We'll find out.
Jarko first, yeah?
Hmm?
Who's going first? Jarko.
Jarko. Yeah, here's an idea. Just pick it up. They can't see.
Can they? Of course they can. So easy, so obvious.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably is, yeah. Boom! For a chance to win 500 reward points. Let's do this. Hand number 1.
First time for Jarko, yeah.
Yeah, baby. 2, 3, or 4. Now, you've got beginner's luck. You're definitely going to get this right because you've got the beginner's luck on your side. Take the points. Enjoy. On us, your friends at First Figures. Just don't expect freedom of speech. Oh, wait, sorry. I mean, yeah. You can get reward points from us. Enjoy them. Enjoy them. 500 reward points. Beginner's luck. Boom. Hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4. For a chance to win 500 reward points. He's gone for number 4. You know, just like a pro. Just like a pro. A seasoned pro. If you went for hand number 3, you would have got yourself 500 reward points. If you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 500 reward points. Did you go for 3, 2, 1? No, it's normal. It's normal, Chocks. Beginner's luck gets 500 points.
500 there, alright, yeah.
That's great. 500 reward points.
So, what would you do?
Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to leave. You know, accept it and go.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, assuming he doesn't, let us know. Assuming he does, what would he have gone for? We'll see, you know. So what would he have gone for? For a chance to win 1,000 reward points. That means how you're doing. For 1,000 reward points, would you go for hand number 1, 2, or 3? Now, I'm assuming you're going to walk away with the 500 reward points. If you don't, if you do decide to go for something, stay in your lane and don't. Is the best advice I would give you. If you do decide to go for something, if you want to go for hand number 1, 2, or 3. If you do decide to be... He's gone for it, Chocks.
Well.
These beginners, they don't understand. You know, Marcus is going to understand. He's been battered and bruised and beaten, and he knows that hand number, you know, that he made it to a level and then sweet rejection. You see, the problem is, Jarko doesn't know that yet. But would he, in this round, we'll find out. If you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 1,000 raw points. You decided to go for hand number 3, 3, 2, 1. Chocks, I think I'm going to make a company-wide decision now.
Yeah?
If you get to round number 3 and you go for it, you're banned from the club, basically. Yeah. Can I... Oh, no. Better not. All right. Congratulations, 1,000 reward points. We have here the beautiful Flower of Hong Kong. On the other side, we have the number 2. Here is a 50-50 coin toss. Do you want to go for a flower or a number for a chance to win 2,000 reward points? Of course, you can walk away with the 1,000 reward points that you've so luckily won because of your beginner's luck. But you know beginner's luck will run out, and I believe it's right now. So I strongly suggest you walk away with 1,000 reward points. If you do decide to walk away with it, what would you have gone for instead? Aramil says take the 1,000 points. Absolutely agree with you. Eleanor, though, says flower. Brenton says number. Oh, Aramil has taken 4K with that tactic. Nice. Very nice. Flower, wanna see some sweat? Oh. It's one of these people.
Yeah, I know.
It's one of these people. Alright. What are you going for flower? Amy's face in Supersonic's face, but more importantly, in your face. D9. Beginners, stick to the beginner level. I'm the final boss here. No beginner's gonna walk into my domain and take the crown. D9. Next. Marcus is going to run away with 500 war points. He's been absolutely decimated. Round 3, left with nothing. The boy's learned his lesson. Surely he's learned his lesson. We have 3 coins, 4 hands. 75% chance of getting this right for a chance to win 500 war points. You go for hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Angela La did way back when. Unbelievable. That is the true definition of beginner's luck. Hand number 1, 2, or 3, or 4.
Which one's going for?
I think he's learned his lesson. He's probably walking away with no points. Thinking. Yeah, he's walking away. Because he's too scared.
Just a number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Fool you once, shame on me. Fool you twice, shame on you. Marcus has gone for hand number 4. He's clearly not learned his lesson. As someone who's been mashed before, right, Chocks? You got to know that just even having been denied before, you should just probably not even want to experience denial again and just walk away without even going for it, right? Because I can tell you if you went for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 500 war points. If you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 500. But you decided to go for number 4, 50, 50, 3, 2, 1.
Oh wow, it's been a while one of these.
D. Double 9! That's 2 times. 2-time rejections. B. 9. D9. 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 Denied. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Chocks. It is so lonely being at the top of the mountain. No one coming to challenge. Everyone getting taken out. Round 1, round 2, round 3. I don't, I used to have a spare t-shirt in case I sweated too much. Hey Sam, how's it going? Cold-blooded. Taken out.
You'd never go for 1 or 4 ever.
Huh?
Tamra, never go for 1 or 4 ever.
Oh, that is some pro tips right there. Absolutely.
Hey Marcus, he won his 25% chance.
Absolutely.
See, so if that was the last round.
Right, do you know what I mean? Wait a sec. Can you? Who am I gonna let Phil know to? Oh wait, I don't need to let Phil know anybody got any points. That is the way it goes. Angela made me sweat buckets. Shout out to Britt Edwards. Shout out to Neo D. I believe it's just those 3. No, Jeremy Beerson also made me shit myself, right? As you know, it's very clear. We're first for figures. 4 people have taken up that slot. No one will ever get any closer. That 4 slot has been allocated. Done. It's 25% chance. Yeah, of course. We have time for 1 more. What do you say, Chocks? Can you handle 1 more?
Hurry up with it.
We'll leave it for next time round. Chocks is absolutely knackered.
All stuff to sort out as well.
Okay, cool. As you guys know, there is, of course, this Sonic GNF Partnerships Boom Series 5 and 6 up for pre-order right here, right now. One more time before we wrap this one up. Boom! Make sure you check it out on the website. They're up for pre-order right now. Great collection to any Sonic, you know, for any Sonic collection. And you know, once you start seeing them, you see the little image, all 6 of them side by side, they look ace. And you know, we hope that you will look to you know, pick them up. Great little pieces. All right. It has been a very interesting week in terms of what's been going on.
All right, let me just do a quick shout out. And a quick shout out for to Konami and Metal Gear Solid as well.
Absolutely.
They've been very supportive throughout anything Castlevania, throughout anything Konami related, Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid. And yeah, so thanks for shout out for the Metal Gear Solid SD posts.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. So that item is still on pre-order, guys. So the original date was today for putting that down to changing that to waitlist, but you know, we leaving the pre-orders open for longer until it reaches the edition size or until it goes into production. So do spread the news out.
Absolutely. Any more things?
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, guys. As always, it's been a pleasure. Look, I appreciate, you know, the changes in the club, etc., etc. You know, I spent 15 minutes droning on about the reasonings. I hope it gave you a bit more insight for understanding why that is, and I hope you can understand where we're coming from and at least support that in that direction, I guess you could say. I appreciate not everyone's going to be happy. I've learned quite early on that you can't please everybody, and at the end of the day I have to stick with my guns. So yeah, Feeding Frenzy right after the stream within 15 minutes. Do check it out. Prepare to get that points ready to snag, and that's pretty much it, Chocks. Nothing for you to add, yeah?
No, just remember the giveaway on Monday.
Yeah,
for the art print.
Yeah.
Art print by Tyson Hesse. So look forward to that.
Absolutely. Cool. All right then, Chocks. We are going to wrap this one up then. Okay.
All right.
I am your host, Alex.
I'm Chuckles.
FREF is no. It has been Friday Q&A on Chocks and a 112. Have a great day, America. Have a good evening, Europe. You should be sleeping, Asia and Australia. I'm your host, Alex.
I'm Chuckles.
FREF is love.
FREF is life.
It's true. And I'll see you on the next one. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Later. Oh dear. You know, if you yawn, I yawn. Yeah.